All right. Why are two of these Foogies, or three of these Foogies, not showing up? Excuse me?
Yeah, why is mine not showing up? I literally changed it.
I have the wrong Foogie. I have the wrong Foogie.
Danny.
I have the wrong Foogie.
No,
Fuck.
it's invisible.
Danny
hold
is.
on. I think I might know what's causing this. Hold on. Wait. That's
yeah. To be fair, we are the goobers in your Wednesday campaign.
Rip Scuff. Yeah, there's always Scuff.
Rosie.
Hi, Rosie. Welcome in. I know
exactly
what's
I'm
causing
good.
it.
I'm good. I'm good. What are you talking about? I'm here.
Let's see here. I know what's causing it. I just need to do this. I just need to do doot. There we go. It, for some reason, just removed y'all. I was gonna re-add y'all in. That should only take a minute.
Yo, I'm Giant Danny.
Giant Danny. Put him like right there. Then let's get Oh, thank you for the tier 1 subscription, Rosie. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love how the box tried to land on your head.
It tried. But it shouldn't be a box at all. It should be a fucking trapinch. Why was it a box? Am I going to go back and fix it in VNian again?
Are the trapinches boxes right now?
No. Yep. All right, let's see.
Oh, wait, no, trapinches are still trapinches.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey,
it's something in VNian. All right, let's get.
That would mean I could use the foundry and actually.
All right,
see
everyone.
what
We're about to see Canonical Chuck.
Canonical Chuck. Let's see here. Which one are you? There you are. All right. Canonical Chuck. He's
Canonical
fucking
Chuck.
massive.
Canonical Chuck.
All right, let me just add these where they need to go, which is not here, so that way they're actually underneath. Oh no, too far. There we go. All right.
We're gone again.
All right. There. Scuff is done for now.
For now.
The fucking meat
For
zone.
now. Doesn't mean that there won't be more scuff.
There will always be. With my stream, there will always be. All right.
Latest stream? No way.
All right. Let's get this going.
Lena? No way. Move it on down, baby.
All right. Take y'all back here. So, with that, everyone, welcome back to you are volleying on the scuff right now. Yeah,
That's a logo. Hey, the game's paused.
Yes, I'm aware the game's paused. There will never be no scuff in this stream. That's one thing that you will always. If you ever want a scuff stream, come to me. You'll get it. But all right, with that, let us get started. So, first off, welcome back, all of my lovely players. I would say it's been a week. It is not. I talk to you people every day. So, welcome back to this campaign. It's so true. And let's go ahead and hop back into the recap, shall we? So, where we last left off, the group had gone to do their first group test, a test with SCP-049, the Plague Doctor.
We kissed and we made out.
Yeah. So while this was being done, the group did also meet up as a whole, because it was y'all's first time for all meeting up together, right? If I recall correctly, it was when Alexei and Chuck met the rest of the group. And after, brief introductions, as well as showing that these two are anomalous as well, Chuck being Chuck, and Alexei being surprisingly strong compared to his visual look, his physical representation, the group would say their introductions and head down to the SCP-049 testing chamber. Upon arriving there, Avery would step aside and have a personal talk.
Wrong character.
Yeah, wrong characters. Because I'm fucking looking at Chuck and I'm looking at I was looking at the whatchamacallit, the essential staff personnel. Because fucking I haven't updated that yet, and I'm working on opening that right now. Speaking of which, don't only forget to do that after this, guys. I've been lazy. I was supposed to do it before session tonight, and I didn't. So.
Wow.
Well, look, all right. It doesn't help that two of the characters in that one are essentially back in this one, being fucking Leonid being Alexei essentially, and Chuck just being Chuck. All right, half the cast came back. What do you want from me? Anyway,
better.
No, all of cast came back.
True. Anyway. So, Reva would speak to Gerald, essentially just wanting to confirm certain things with him before being told that, he had faith in her as well as faith in the group, saying that he made his choices carefully. I saw that face of he made it over there. With that, the group would enter the testing chamber and speak to 049 and see that he was in definitely a good mood. You were all able to speak with him, learn quite a few things about him as a character, as well as, have a nice meal with him and see that he was in good spirits. At one point he did get rather upset and did appear to make a motion to lay his hand on Danny, to which Danny moved surprisingly quickly, holding a plate of food in front of him as a peace treaty, which 049 happily took. During this time, you would find out that he discovered that the pestilence, that the great dying, goes much farther than what he ever thought possible, believing that it is now applying to physical objects instead of just living creatures, believing that it can affect nature itself, and as far as he knows, it could even affect the air, the water, or even unkillable things, such as 682, and that worried him greatly. A tape would also be found inside of his air vent system, revealing some very strange information regarding a group of people all speaking to one another, with some familiar sounding voices being in this tape. However, the tape was left in his room because no one decided to pick it up. And then later on, when the group went and talked to Dagon, believing that her voice was one of the voices within the tape, things were breaking in her office. So the group seemed to take it as maybe a sign to not talk about that for the time being. So the group would move on, actually being called to Colonel Jonah Merrick's office. And upon arriving there, they would be greeted by a visitor, a figure that, for the most part, is new to everyone in the party, having only been seen by one previous character, being Chuck from the one-shot. He basically threatened you all, letting you know that just because you were working with Gerald did not mean that you were invulnerable to what was going on, and that you still had to know your place, and that Gerald was not as important as he thought he was, being able to just supply you with things like he was, threatening to do bodily harm or even kill, threatening multiple in the party, with very strange abilities that seemed almost uncounterable, being able to just seemingly disappear from reality and reappear wherever he wanted, doing so to even have his arm materialize within Alexei's chest. But upon making his final threat, he would disappear in an instant, leaving you all alone in the Colonel's office. So that is where we left off, and that's where we will pick back up directly after that. So, as I said, I will take y'all back.
Man, that guy was a dick.
Yeah, I don't need to be told that he was a dick. Fuck!
We're still in the office, right?
Oh, yeah. You're still in the office. Colonel Merrick is still sitting at his desk. He's been, filing paperwork. He never even looked up this whole time.
Reva is, upon seeing the man poof out of existence, essentially, she's gonna go to Alexei and check for any external injuries.
Yeah, roll me a medicine check, I believe it is.
Medicine check? Okay,
I
one second.
believe it is. I'm opening y'all's character sheets right now.
There's medical.
Medical. It's gonna be a medical check.
Same
So
difference.
that is intellect. Okay. My dice are all fucking disorganized because when the fuck are they ever organized?
Give us a first session
Ooh, that
explosion.
exploded.
Yes.
Yeah, that exploded. Let's go.
Classic.
Yeah.
That also exploded. Holy shit. Let's go.
Classic.
Monstrous.
Where is Ryan so I can get his shit open?
So that did not explode. What's my bonus? So that would be a 21.
21. So I will say you do see there is, visible damage to Alexi's chest. However, it is not it seems more like internal bruising and bleeding rather than anything on the outside. There is no puncture wound. You can tell by looking at it, whoever this man was didn't shove his hand through Alexi's chest, like fucking Tali Ma from Indiana Jones, right? He physically materialized his arm within Alexi's being.
I like that movie.
Dumb.
Okay. Would Alexi still be kind of like kneeling on the ground, or is he like?
Yeah, he's half kneeling, like one knee, and he's like clutching his side actually clutching his chest where it happened. He's most definitely trying to get up though.
Yeah. So Reva will rush over, kind of crouch down so she's more level to see, and she'll kind of like bat his hands away. It's like, okay, let me look real quick.
He's gonna start batting your hands back. It's like, stop.
Let me take a look. You literally had an arm through your chest. Just give me a second. Let me see.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any better though.
Yeah, she'll look. She'll see that she can't see any like visible damage, and she goes, "Okay, you are obviously in a lot of pain, but I don't see anything outside your body. I would say you should still go. Shush.
I'm not bleeding.
I can see that, but I would say you should still go see Nurse Dagon.
I'll do that later.
You should do it now.
Nah, I'm good.
By the way, there's one thing we can do. I'm looking at right now, so I can manage y'all's health in Foundry. I can actually set manual overrides to y'all's health bar, so that way we have a functioning health bar in this game. Just FYI. We don't have to do that right now, but just something to keep in mind. I was just testing it.
Okay.
Sounds good. We'll add that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebel will roll her eyes and just be like, if you want to be stubborn, then fine. I'm just trying to help. And
I'm not gonna die. It's fine.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. And she'll stand up and just go to the other side of the room.
Okay. Yeah, as you are also just having this conversation, the colonel, like I said, he's been sitting there just writing paperwork on his desk before he finally, and he puts, the pencil down on his desk, looks up at all of you and just goes, okay, if that's gonna be all, do me a favor.
Yes, sir?
Get the fuck out of my office. Bitch, I didn't want to be here to fucking begin with. Alexi's gonna start
gladly. Goodbye.
Yeah, why did they call us here to yell about Gerald requesting something? That seems counter unnecessary.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Let's just go, guys. Let's just go. And she's gonna kind of gesture for everybody to get the fuck out.
Yeah, the colonel is just listening to he's looking at y'all and
stupid idiot.
he's been just looking at y'all, listening to you as you were just saying this stuff, and he's just staring. He is the head of the entirety of security, including the MTF teams on site.
Yeah, I told him his reasoning for bringing us in here was stupid.
It's about sending a message. Danny, it's about sending a message.
Okay.
A stupid message.
Well, I'm assuming with that, y'all do leave his office, and begin to make your way down the hallway. So at this point, I mean, it is a little later in the day. The testing, was y'all woke up in the mornings, did the 049 test probably closer to around lunchtime. Y'all spent some time doing that, as well as finishing the test, talking, relaying the info, talking to Dagon, making your way to the Colonel's office, doing that whole interaction, now making your way back. So I'd say at this point in the afternoon, it's probably getting around 6 p.m., around that. You good, Cheese?
You okay? Sorry, oh fuck.
What is...
We can ignore this till later, Cheese. Please move on.
Yeah. I'm just putting it in the chat for people to see.
But anyway, yeah. So like I said, it's probably around 6 p.m. And it's pretty much up to y'all what you want to do for the time being. Until either one of you go to speak to Gerald, wait for him to come to you, go check with Dagon because she is a nurse. She could probably help you, Alexi.
That was a call out, by the way.
I don't want to go to Nurse Dagon. She's mean sometimes.
She's been mean to y'all.
Oh, one.
She's been mean to Milton.
He has been mean to Milton.
Justice for Milton.
Justice for Milton.
Poor Milton. Jinx.
So, what do you do?
Yeah, Alexi's probably gonna fucking head over. Get
Okay.
checked on by the nurse.
You're not here anymore, Milton. What about the rest of you?
Reva is going to. She's been standing there just filling with her clipboard with her notes, and she's gonna look up at the rest of the party and be like, I need to go do something real quick. If you guys are not busy, maybe we can meet up later, provided it's not super late.
Well, I have nothing to do other than get sent back to my room, so I'm down to do anything.
Okay, yeah, sure. I might be by the mess hall later for tea, but I gotta go. And she's just gonna very quickly hurry off down the hall.
Okay. Danny, Bray, Silas, Chuck. Danny, sounds like you're just going back to the dormitories.
Yeah, they don't really like me walking around. Says
Yeah.
it makes them nervous.
Oh, it does. Especially when you keep talking out loud. Bray, what are you doing?
I do want Bray to have a conversation with Silas, but I know Baka is not currently at his computer right now, so...
Okay. I can just move y'all over to the side together, and then when he comes back,
Okay.
we can go to y'all. So I will try and save y'all for last.
Okay.
Chuck, you are a free man. You have a slightly functioning brain now. What do you do?
Let's go, Chuck.
I want food.
Okay, so Chuck goes to the cafe. Okay.
Chuck's a hungry boy.
All right. Well, for now, we'll stick with you, Alexi, as you walk into Dagon's office.
Some they call him hungry man.
As you walk into Dagon's office, you... What the fuck? Danny?
Sorry, I pressed a button.
Well, Danny died.
As you walk into Dagon's office, you see that there's still some shards of cup on the floor, for that had gone flying around. Cup, as well as some cup remains of. Hey, soon we're gonna have an emote to go with that, mind you. Just be aware. I just want to say. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, like I said, there's still some shards of cup on the floor, shards of from the glass that fell, the light that fell. But Milton is nowhere to be seen. Nurse Dagon is currently laying on one of the patient beds. Specifically, she's laying on the bed. Remember the guy who lost his legs and bled out last session? She's laying in he's gone, but it's still kind of bloodstained, and she's just laying on that bed.
Dagon. I need a little help here.
Oh, and then she'll sit up and pretty much just roll herself off of the bed until she's standing and just motion to it and say, "Well, then come on and take a seat."
He's gonna sit down on the edge. He's not gonna lay down.
What does seem so to be the problem?
Some bastard fucked me up pretty good. And he's just gonna like raise his shirt to where she could see like the bruising. It's like I might have some fucking internal bleeding or something. This shit hurts.
Who exactly did this to you?
Some edgy ass bastard in a fucking hoodie. He can like materialize or something.
Oh. I do not like that very much. If it is internal bleeding, then I can help you, but it probably would be the best if you were to be, you know. And she like puts her hands together, like, you know, both palms together, puts it on her head and goes, me.
Sleeping?
Yes, very deep sleep.
Oh, you plan to knock me the fuck out, huh?
We can do it the easy way or the harder way.
I'm not gonna fucking fight you. Let's just do the easy way.
Okay. And with that, you see she, walks over to where she has all of her equipment, and she goes, "Please to take a seat, lie down, please." She goes and grabs her equipment before making her way back over to you, waiting for you to lie down on your back.
He's gonna like very slowly do it because dude's in pain. But he does
absolutely.
eventually lie down.
With that, you see she pulls out, everything with it, right? The mask, gas, the like a little strap and everything, and she hooks it all up before putting the mask over your face gently, and just says, "Okay, just take several deeper breaths, yes?" And with that, she turns on the gas. With that, after taking a couple of deep breaths, you start to feel yourself relax, and your eyelids begin to grow heavy, and not much longer you find yourself in deep sleep. I want you to go ahead and regenerate all of your health.
Okay.
Wow. And we're gonna go ahead and skip to when Alexei is awoken. So some time has passed, and you're not sure how long. At least probably a couple of hours at the most. And as you awake in bed, you feel no pain whatsoever. In fact, you feel as good as new. You feel better than before. Do you take a look at your chest?
Yeah.
When you look, you see zero signs of bruising, of bleeding, like rising to the skin. You see absolutely nothing, as if you were never touched there in the first place. And Dagon is currently sitting over at her desk just working on paperwork.
What the fuck did you use on me?
Ancient medical techniques from my homeland, Italia.
The Italians are always up to something, huh? God fucking damn it.
Oh, you have no idea.
Jesus.
You have no idea. Oh, Jesus. And he's like gonna like slowly sit up and give like big stretch for standing up or attempting to stand up.
Oh yeah, you stand up fine. You, like I said, you feel great. Like you feel like you just came out of 914.
Damn. Well, I mean, shit. Whatever you fucking Italians can do, like, I feel great.
Well, I am your personal nurse. Any time that you need anything, simply come to me and I will make sure that you are in a perfect condition. Just do me a favor, yes?
Yeah, sure.
If you ever see this man again, simply let him know that Nurse Dagon will be very upset if I have to do this again.
Okay.
Where do we have our notes? No one has any notes.
For this campaign, I actually have my own set of pretty detailed notes, so y'all are on your own. I'm not using yours.
My notes are the VODs.
So true.
Real.
Yeah, like,
You actually have to keep Ryan's notes, so.
do you say anything to her after that? You just hanging out in the office for a little bit? What are you doing?
He's just gonna like, yeah, I can do it. He's gonna start just kind of walking towards the door like he's going to leave.
Yep. She just gives you a little wave and says, bye-bye, and goes back to her paperwork.
The moment he's out of the fucking room, she's like, that bitch is up to something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it might be. She's up to something.
All right. Let's see. For you three, I'm just gonna roll a. I'm gonna roll a D3 here in Foundry and see who I get. Each of y'all pick a number. Chuck, Reva, and Danny, please.
2.
3.
1.
Well, that was easy. No fighting.
Who rolled 2, or who was 2?
I was 2.
Okay. Well, we'll go with you first. So, as you leave the group, going on your own separate way, where is it you're going? What are you doing?
So, Reva will very quickly just head down the hall, and they'll just see her just disappear around the corner very quickly. And she'll walk for a bit until she gets to a spot that's pretty secluded, a little quiet. People aren't really gonna notice her. And she's gonna take a look around. Make sure that there is nobody in her immediate vicinity that might notice her. And as soon as she gets the coast is clear, she's gonna reach down to a pouch on her belt. She will unlatch it and pull out her phone. Do you need me to describe the phone or anything?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna.
I'm
pull
just
out her
picturing a
phone.
flip phone.
Yeah, it's essentially just a plain black flip phone, nothing super special about it. She's gonna take it out, kind of hold it real close to her as she scrolls through her contacts until she reaches Gerald's contact. And she's gonna click it, and she's going to send a message. Well, not really a message, but more like several very short, very quick messages, like one after the other. And I am going to send you those messages right now in our DMs.
Okay.
Where the fuck did you go? Okay, hold on.
Probably somewhere near the top if I had to take a guess.
Wow, don't have Lena at the very top. Wow.
I know I'm pretty close
Yeah,
to
that
the
bitch
top.
lives at the top of my fucking DM list.
Okay, I sent you the messages. Like I said, they are just 3 very short messages, just one right after the other.
Okay. Yeah, when you do, you stare at the screen for a moment, I know this is a flip phone, but this is also modern day, so I'm taking my own liberties with it. You do see, and also some flip phones do this, the little ... showing that he's typing something. And you see it's there for, you're really unsure how long it feels like you see that dot, just anxiously awaiting an answer. Before, finally, you are able to take a breath as you get a response from him. And it simply says, I'm aware. Get the group. We need to talk. Now. I will find you.
Reba's gonna let out a very shaky sigh, kind of nod to herself, and then she will shut the phone, put it back in the pouch, latch it, make sure it's secure, and then just make sure she's presentable and go off to find wherever the fuck the group went.
Okay.
She's just gonna go right back down the hall.
Sounds good. With that, I'm going to now roll a d2 for Chuck and Danny. Pick a number.
2.
2,
I'll be right back.
1.
All right, Danny, we're going with you first, buddy. 2, 1. Unfortunately, I do not have this D class in the Foundry, but they are sent in the D class personnel, so you are able to open that and see them. Let's see here. You, as you return to your dorms, you do see another D class there, one who you have roomed with for a while now. So you don't necessarily know her extremely well, but you know her enough that you're on a talking basis. You see D class Marie, which, like I said, you can see her in the D class personnel area. She's the girl with the ponytail.
Where can I see that, by the way?
Site 83 staff and redacted on the channels tab. In
on
Discord.
channels. Okay,
Yeah.
I was looking for journal.
No, the D class personnel and Site 83 staff and redacted.
Okay.
So like I said, you see Marie.
Cool. Got a visual.
Yeah.
Got
You see, she is currently laying on her bed. She has like a toothbrush, and she's like doing like the pencil twirl, like between her fingers, like pencil tricks and pin tricks and shit. She's doing that with like her toothbrush as she looks over at you and just says, "You look like you just saw something unique, I guess is the best way to put it."
Let me tell you, never get picked for anything here. I almost died. I watched some dude shove his arm through one of my new friends. Honestly, rough day.
Okay, well, let me give some words of advice. Firstly, we're D class. You shouldn't want to be here at all, let alone be personally picked for something. Also, you saw a guy shove his arm into one of your friends?
Yeah, he just kind of like made his arm intangible, shoved it through, and then he made it like partially tangible or something. Was causing my friend a lot of pain. We sent him to the nurse though, so he's looking fine. But yeah, just really a weird dude. He yelled at us for something someone else did. Typical treatment at D class guys.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're telling me. My first ever SCP interaction here was 113. And then after that, they decided to go from, oh yeah, let's put Marie with a gender changing stone to let's throw Marie into an SCP chamber with fucking 6688. And then they go, let's throw Marie from testing chamber 6688 to fucking God. So
I've met him. Well, I haven't met him. I just talk to him sometimes.
Yeah, you say that, but you also say you haven't met 343 yet, so I'm not sure I can really believe you.
Listen, I'm just talking.
Yeah, talking to who?
I guess.
God is
I've always
literally in
assumed
this
God.
place, dude.
That could be him, or it could be someone pretending to be him.
Technically you're not wrong. I have heard the personnel, the site staff say that, so... Well...
But the one in my head, 100%, zero chance he's faking. Impossible.
I'll take your word for it. Tell you what, actually, I'll be more inclined to believe you if you can get your god there to give me a good answer on something.
I'll do my best. He's kind of a dick, though.
That's rude.
I mean, from this guy's perspective, you are kind of addicted.
All right, so listen. I think I found a way to bust out of here, right? But I could use a few supplies to do it, First I'm looking for is, see what I'm doing here with this toothbrush? I'd much rather be doing it with something a bit sharper. You feel me? Your buddy, God, know where I can get one of those?
This is to clarify a statement that we said at character creation.
Mm,
Do I have a knife stashed in my mattress?
you do.
Oh, I just pull this out, pull the knife out, and hand it to her. He's like, "Yeah, he told me where to find this like 2 days after I showed up."
All right, yeah, man, you hear God. Fuck yeah. I mean, that's awesome. Thanks, dude. And with that, she's going to
Don't tell
the-
anyone where you got that.
Oh, believe me. Why would I, D-class, tell someone where I found a knife?
I don't know. I'm saying if something bad happens to you, like bad case scenario, I just want, no matter what, I don't want to be on the chopping block for it later.
Look, dude, I'm not a rat, all right? If that's what you're scared of.
I double checking, Like I said, rough day today.
Well, okay, what were you... Okay, we've never talked about this, actually. What are you brought in here for?
Oh, well, I was brought in here because, like I said, they think I can talk to something, but they can't prove it, so they haven't, really locked me up yet.
Okay, but that seems
So,
like...
yeah, they're holding me until they can confirm or deny.
Well, I mean, what'd you do to reveal that you could talk to fucking God? Were you, making
made
a
a
blog
blog.
or something? Okay, cool. Right. Well, listen, I was brought here because I was just allegedly attempted to steal nuclear material.
Like, how much?
Well, allegedly about 400 barrels worth.
That's a lot.
I almost got away with it.
You mean you allegedly almost got away with it?
Allegedly, oh yeah, thank you. Allegedly, I almost got away with it.
Is that because of your alleged anomaly you may or may not have?
I'm not anomalous.
Oh, well,
The only
I'm
anomalous
just
feature
guessing.
is that I had an interaction with 113. Do you know what 113 even is?
Give me 30 seconds. Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. My only anomalous self is that I had an interaction with 113. So no,
Well, how did you nearly steal 400 bottles, allegedly, of nuclear material?
Allegedly, he's taking me out.
Well, let me tell you. If someone were to allegedly steal 400 barrels of nuclear material, they would probably need, a really good group to work with, right? Good distraction, accomplices allegedly on the inside, a laundering scheme, something like that. Allegedly, there's a lot that goes into it.
This character looks in their drawing to be 20 something. How old are they?
She is 26.
Oh, okay, that's at least past the hump of 20.
It's being difficult. I'm helping to settle right now. Don't worry about it. Take y'all's time. Y'all got time. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. But yeah, she's 26.
Alright, well, having contact with an alleged group like that might, be useful in certain situations like current.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're cool, right? Right? Just between us.
I am not going to cause any problems for anyone except for myself.
The problems you cause for yourself, do they happen to rubber band onto someone else?
In my entire experience, no.
Okay.
I've got a bit of a target painted on my back sometimes, I feel.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Me and you, Danny, I'll keep that in mind, right?
You owe me a favor later. For the sharp object.
Oh, yeah, no. I was already thinking that. Don't worry about it.
Also, if my sense of dramatic timing is right, a scientist was probably coming in here in the next few minutes. I would hide it quickly.
All right. With that, she is going to start working on hiding the blade. With that, we are going to now hop on over to Chuck. Chuck, you make your way to the cafe, and when you get in there, we'll actually go to that scene. Cafeteria.
Chuck had a map to himself.
Let's see here. In fact, the only one not in this map right here is it Chuck? I think that's the only one not here. No, also Alexi. Let me drop Alexi in here. Where are my player characters? We'll go ahead and drop Alexi right here. Y'all aren't actually here. It's just so that way y'all can see. And we will go ahead and drop Chuck in. Chuck, as you walk in, you go to take a seat, get your food and look around for somewhere to take a seat. Thank you, Baka. Taco Bell redeem. You go to take a seat and you see it's pretty busy in here. There's not a whole lot of open seats, but you do see someone acknowledge, the fact that you can't find somewhere to sit down, and he waves at you to come take a seat next to him. That person being Connor. You going to take a seat with him?
No, Chuck goes and finds a seat by himself.
Is that the Grim Reaper? In Chuck's case, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, as you do that, first of all, just make me a... Let me see here. Make me... Where are you, Chuck? There you are. Make me a investigate check just to... just make me a investigate check just to see, if you can find, an open spot. Otherwise, you're going to have to make someone move.
Yoink.
Yoink. Don't you take me away. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it.
Do it. Oh, there you go.
Yoink.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. You
5.
don't really see any open spots besides the one across from Connor. So you're either going to have to go take a seat with him or you're going to have to make someone else move. Bucky's having fun with channel point redeems right now.
Big Chuck is. How big Chunk is.
Chunk.
Don't mind.
I go to the closest seat, over here. I just walk over here to the seat and look at the guy at it. Just
I forget how to roll with advantage in this, and I don't feel like opening the rulebook right now, so just go ahead and we're just going to do this normally, like you would in normal D&D. Roll me a intimidation check with advantage. And once I figure out how to do actual advantage in this book, you won't need it. I'll tell you that much.
I have high.
So do you mean instead of rolling 4d6, you roll 4d6 and then 4d6 again?
In fact, actually, hold on. Just looking at your combined physical stats, sometimes you can just get an automatic success. I'm just going to give you an automatic success because of your stats that you do have.
You mean?
So yeah.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Actually, I didn't increase that number. Shit.
As you walk
Showing
over,
off
you
that
make
raw
that sound. The guy turns around and looks at you, and he's like, "Look, man, I'm just trying to enjoy my food. We're both D class. Can't you just let me, have my seat?" Okay, and that he's gonna get up and walk off.
That's great.
I sit down, sit my tray down, look at everyone that are in the 5 seats around me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just look at each other, and one guy goes, "I'd rather deal with the fucking SCPs," and he just gets up and leaves. And a couple people kind of scoot over. Some people just scoot over. Some people get up, but you have some space around you now.
Chuck begins to eat gingerly.
Okay. As you're doing so, you're enjoying your food, your privacy, and then you start to hear thunk, 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 thunk. As Connor has now picked up his tray and walked over to the spot across from you that is now so graciously open since you scared away the person sitting across from you. Okay, cool. Now I'm my version 1 model. Thank you for that, Cheese. Thank you so much.
I'm allowed to. My own model that I'm getting rid of.
Yeah, with that, he comes over and he puts his tray down in front of you and sits down. And, you know, like, the drawing in his mask, like, that is exactly what his mask looks like. Like, and that's, like, how it's connected to his face. You see he sits down and stares at you without saying anything, without doing anything. And then he just raises his hand up and gives you a friendly little wave.
Chuck does not acknowledge him. It just continues to eat.
He opens his mask just enough, like, away from his face that he can pick up food and put it, you know, like, in between his face and his mask to, like, put the food in his mouth. And, you know, he's just eating his food and he's not saying anything to you. I mean, he's looking at you the whole time that he's eating, but he's not saying anything. He's not doing anything to bother you. It appears he just wanted to sit next to you to eat lunch. You see, you know, the time passes, and, it is just silent, you know, as you're both eating your food. Since he was there first, he does finish his food first, and he stands up, and he turns around to start to walk off before he stops. And then he turns back around to look at you, Chuck, and he reaches into his pocket slowly, and he rummages around for a moment before he stops, having grabbed something. Slowly, he pulls his hand out of his pocket, and his hand's in a fist. He slowly reaches across the table, puts his hand, like, fist down, like, on the table in front of you, like, next to you, and then opens his palm and just sets something down on the table before he slides his hand away, puts it back in his pocket, and then he picks up the tray with his other hand and walks off to go place it with all the other trays to get cleaned. Do you see what he put on the table?
Yes. What did he put on the table?
He left you a slightly melted Reese's peanut butter cup.
Chuck picks it up and then tucks it into the pocket in the front of his
No, you fucking don't. You don't. Look at your fucking art, and you tell me there's a pocket in that coverall.
Too big. The pockets, they are too small.
No. It's not that he was too big that the pocket popped off. His character ripped the fucking pocket off with his bare hands. So you have pockets, normal pockets. No, they've done that. You ripped off that one too. So yeah, you put the Reese's peanut butter cup in your pocket, and Connor just walks off and leaves.
Between your boobs. Chuck's massive bazongas.
His bazongas.
They are huge. They are huge.
Nature's pocket.
Yeah, with that, Connor has left. Like I said, it seemed like he just wanted to eat lunch with you and gave you a Reese's peanut butter cup before he left.
Aw, he wants to be friends.
I don't trust that fucker.
Why? Does he look scary or something?
No. I don't trust any of the guys that actually work with Brick. Just because Alexi is Brick's kid doesn't mean I trust Brick.
Alright, I'm assuming Baka and M still need a little bit more time, which is fine, because I had one more thing I was wanting to do before I got to them, and also get the group together. Alexi, hop back to you for a minute. As you are, so you left Dagon's office. What are you doing as you leave Dagon's office? Where are you going?
He was probably going to head towards his little dorm room thing that the scientists stay in.
Okay.
Probably just start, like, writing things down that he thinks are important after what happened.
Gotcha. I will take us there. And eventually I'll populate this room so it's not just empty, but for now, don't worry about it. I will drop all y'all in here just so that way y'all can see. Alexi, you'll be over here. We'll just put everyone else down here so that way There's Danny, Reva, Chuck, and Silas. Okay. Yeah, so you return to your dorm, and you go there. You're here. Hi, Cappy. Everyone's still alive. Everyone is still alive. In fact, they're actually in good shape. Alexi just got healed, so everyone's in good shape for now. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
So yeah, you go to your dorm, and as you open the door, you see there's already someone in there. In fact, there's already 2 people in your dorm. You see
My dorm.
Brick.
1 second.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As you walk into your dorm, you see Brick, as well as his brother Charlie, in your room. I will update their art later, but for now, that's just that. And yeah, you see, like, they were talking. Like, the last thing you hear, what the fuck? 100 bits, Baka. What the fuck? Hearts. I don't have Lena hype emote. I don't have a.
Huh? Wait.
There's got a 100 cheer, huh? Huh? I don't have my emotes for you yet. I was gonna do later. What happened? I don't know. What happened? I'm always asking myself that. Don't worry. I'll be less scatterbrained very shortly later in the session. Go jingle, jingle, jingle. Just now looking over seeing
Favorite word.
jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle.
Anyway, yeah. So the last thing you hear as you enter the room is you actually hear Charlie. What the fuck? 3 more bits. That's so weird. He's just wanting to build up the tension for what you're gonna hear Charlie say.
Yeah. It's not gonna be anything super tense either. It's gonna be something.
John's just gonna go. Hi.
I would give you a heart with my hands, but I have my arms unplugged, so you can't see it, Vodka. Thank you, love you.
My arms on. I love that me and she's keyed on the same phrase.
We've been friends for way too long.
Well, I don't know how to describe it. My arms are unplugged. Yeah. So as you walk in, you hear Charlie saying, so it's really true? They really had an interaction with him? And you hear Brick say, yeah, sometimes kids gotta get taught a lesson. It is what it is. And then that's whenever they would see, oh, yeah, thank you. That's whenever they would see you walk into the room. And I agree. And you see Brick, kind of like motions to his neck. That thing where you like put your like hand up to your neck and you like move your hand sideways, like, let's cut it here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, he does that before looking over at you saying, all right, I'm turning off some of these fucking redeems. Fuck you. Yeah, he looks over at you, and he just says, hey, kid, welcome back. Sorry, me and your uncle are hanging out here, but I heard about some stuff that happened. Wanted to come and check on you. You were out for a couple hours.
Yeah. I wasn't taught nothing. I don't know what you two were talking about in terms of that asshole who decided to fuck with me. I didn't get taught nothing. He was just being a cunt. So I told him as it is.
No, it's that's not what we're talking about. Don't worry about it right now. I can talk about it more later, but right now you know how I am about talking in spaces that I don't know if they're bugged or not. So let's just anyway, like I said, I went to go check on you, but you were out, so I sat next to you for must have been for forever, like 5 minutes or something. And so what the fuck? What the fuck?
I was waiting for you to know this.
What?
Baka!
Baka.
What the fuck? I'm going to buy Rowan more baby clothes. Ones that actually fit him. Because the ones I got were too big. So many biddies. That's what, 1,400 biddies in total? Baka's the GOAT. We love Baka here. Everyone say thank you to Baka.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Baka.
Thanks, Baka.
Supporting the art that I'm getting of Isla next session. Anyway, but yeah, you know, he's like, yeah, I went to check on you. I spent a good while in that room with you, like 5 minutes. But yeah, like I said, I could tell you were good. You were getting touched up on by Nurse Dagon. I've known that girl for years now. I figured you would be all right. Look at you, you're good as new.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hurt like a bitch when it happened, but
Well,
it
you
is
know.
what it is. It happened. I don't give a shit.
And you know, how else you get bigger muscles? You gotta break a couple of them first. You know, you gotta tear them when they come back. You'll be all right. No, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. Me and Charlie here. Well, we found out some things about your little friends. Let's put it that way. Had some Charlie here run some background checks on them all. If you're gonna be working with them, I want to make sure I know damn well who the fuck you're working with. For the most part, it's a bunch of people I don't really give a shit about. It's just some fucking no-name Dr. Reva. And then a couple D-class. You know, it's nothing really special. Some crazy little kid who doesn't really know what the fuck he's talking about. Some kind of crazy chef lady. The last I heard, just watch what you say to her. Last time I heard someone piss her off with what got her locked up here. I heard about 27 knife wounds inside the chest of a guy. So let's just, crazy, am I right? Anyway. And then that Chuck guy, he's a fucking brain dead troglodyte, probably the best way to put it. He shouldn't give you any problems. The only one that's ringing my red alarm here is one that I couldn't find much on here. Charlie, why don't you go ahead and catch him up to speed? To which you see Charlie looks over at you, and he actually moves the hair out of his face so that way it's not covering his right eye. He can't even spell troglodyte, leave him alone. He looks over at you, like I said, he moves his hair out of his face, that way you can see both his eyes. As he says, right, it's that Silas guy. Well, there's such a thing as too clean on a background check. And something about him is just too clean. No issues, nothing that stands out in terms of criminality, nothing that stands out in terms of, I guess, doctorate degrees. He doesn't seem to be ringing any bells in terms of being a super smart guy. He's just a guy. And I know that may seem fine and dandy to some of you here, but when you've been in the Foundation as long as me, your dad here, and your other uncle, well, you start to know when things are off. I don't know much about him. I don't know if there's anything that you should be worried about, anything that he could possibly cause trouble for you, but the possibilities are out there, so just watch yourself around him, right? You never really know a guy until usually it's too late.
I know exactly what you mean. Alexi's just gonna like slowly nod and like, yeah, I don't know.
I think you may just be a crazy old
really.
man, anyway.
I just I don't trust most of this group in anything.
Well, I
I'm
would
not a
say,
good kind of guy anyway.
you see Brick be like, I would say you could trust him as far as you could throw him, but you can throw him pretty fucking far, so. Alright, kid. Well, like I said, me and him were just here to talk to you about that. We gotta go find Connor. Last I saw, he was wandering around on his own, and the big fella thinks he's a gentle giant, but, I mean, have you seen the fucking way he's dressed?
Yeah, he's you go ahead, go get him. I'm probably just gonna lay down for a bit until the others need me.
Alright, well, you know the drill, kid. If you need us, we'll find you first. Come on, Charlie, let's get the fuck out of here. And, with that, you see, Charlie does a little, 2-finger salute on his his eyebrow, just, and he gets up and leaves. As, Brick is walking past you, he gives you a solid pat on the shoulder, a little shoulder squeeze, and kind of shakes your shoulder. Normally, like, when a dad shakes their kid's shoulder, it's like a little shake. He just fucking, I don't know how to describe. He's like, yeah, pretty much. He just fucking almost just throws you around before he just pats you in the back again, and him and Charlie both make their way out and leave.
God. Little Lexi's just gonna he had been stiff basically the entire time that they were talking to him. He just kind of finally relaxes and face first onto his little bed.
Okay. Silas is so trustworthy. # trust. He's right. Okay. So, with that, I do not want to have Gerald talk to you all yet. I want Baka and M to be here for that. Just in case they have anything that they need to say to him during the process. So, for now, we're going to have something else happen in the meantime. Let me open up my notes here. Okay.
Facility explodes.
The facility explodes. Alrighty. So it seems everyone is off doing their own thing. Well, actually, we can have the checks notes. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Oh, soon. What we can actually have happening is we can just have Reva going around and collecting the group for now. And we can just have you get to Silas and Bray last. So,
Okay.
Who are you going to go get first?
I could roll a die or something like that to see.
Yeah. Roll. Do a 1d3 in the Foundry roll.
How do I?
/R spacebar 1d3. And before you do, have Cheese, Ryan, Tristan pick a number.
3.
3, 1, 2.
Okay, here. Cheese will be 3. Ryan will be 1. Tristan will be 2.
Okay.
Wait, I was the one who shifted to 2.
Well, too bad.
Baka and I are both here now.
Okay. In that case, sorry, Faye. We'll come back to you. We're gonna go to Baka and M. Go to Silas and Bray. So, Bray, you said you wanted to talk to Silas. I will say, before everyone's, after everyone splits off and you're able to talk to him, you're just able to do so. So, it's all on you, buddy.
Okay, so after everyone kind of goes off, Bray's just gonna kind of look at Silas and be like, I need a doctor's opinion about something.
A doctor's? Are you medically okay or?
Yeah, but aren't you I don't know, you're like a doctor or a scientist, right?
Yeah. Is it something weird? What are you?
I mean, I don't want you to think I'm going insane, but I might be going a little insane. I'm not sure.
Oh, she's asking about
Silas
that. Okay, I
starts
know
like
what she's talking
glancing
about.
around the walls.
Okay, I know exactly what she's asking about now. Okay.
Silas was just looking around. He's like,
Let me just. I understand. With no context, it does kind of sound a little fucking weird. So.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're here, so weird's
Yeah.
pretty normal
okay.
here.
Yeah. So, when we were all kind of like, I guess we were just standing around. I started seeing things.
Silas's eyes just like narrow. It's like,
And she's not.
What do you
And she's
mean
not really
things?
looking. She's not really looking at Silas either. She's not making eye contact at all.
what do you mean things?
So, like, how do I explain this without it's literally sounding fucking insane? Okay.
You know, maybe we can step aside in like a more private area, just not a hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
They go into some like room, just off.
Broom closet.
Yeah.
Not the broom.
The broom closet. All right. Talk about what you saw.
So, I saw.
He like pulls out his notes.
Okay. We don't gotta do all that.
I'm a scientist. I gotta jot this.
I
down.
understand, but I'm pretty sure you'll remember what I tell you. Because. So, I looked at 3 people while we were standing out there.
Okay.
And I looked at Danny, and there was like a figure or something behind him. It didn't last very
God's
long.
real?
I don't fucking know.
Oh God.
I mean,
That's
we're all here, so
troublesome.
is he?
Well, it's whoever talking to Dang, baby.
I
You
guess.
know, I'm gonna write this down anyway. 'Cause
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yep. Let me know when you're. Let me know when
You
you're done.
can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
listening.
you. Then I looked at Dr. Reva's, and her eyes were like red.
Dr. Reva,
Not the side eye. Stop that.
Miss Sunshine had red eyes.
That's why. One of the reasons why. Okay, third one. I looked at you actually,
His eyes just
And-
like slowly widen.
and there was like a figure kind of thing behind you too.
When she says that, Silas, you feel a hand immediately like place itself on your shoulder as you hear that familiar voice again, just saying, "I told you I'm here. She can see me. She saw me. I'm here. I'm here. I will always be here. I'm here. I'm here." And then the hand is gone.
You know what?
You gonna write that one down too, or you think
You
you'll
know-
remember it?
You know, I think. When's the last time you got checked out by the nurse?
We were literally just fucking in there.
Yeah, we were in there asking about.
What
the
is
tape
she-
that
What is she gonna do? There's nothing physically wrong with me.
Silas, his expression is just like, it's just a straight face. There's no there's no there's no other emotion on his face. He's like so incredibly serious. He's like, I don't know, could be anything. I mean, that was we interacted with a pretty notable SCP, and it may have affected you in some way. So it's good to double check all that stuff. Cross our T's, our I's, all that good stuff.
Okay, so then if we do that, then let's get the other two, and you, and all four of us. We'll get checked out, cause clearly something.
For
I'm not fucking crazy.
Science purposes, I guess I wasn't saying that.
What I saw was real. So if I'm getting checked out, then the three of you have to get checked out too. Cause, like you said,
well, truth be told, I don't think there will be much to be done about Danny. I think that one's pretty.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Reva. I've never noticed anything odd about her.
Maybe you were writing your notes. You didn't see it. Maybe you were writing your notes and you didn't see it.
All right, don't diss the notes. All right, don't diss.
I'm fighting the words about the notes.
By the way, I don't mind hearing a repeat of what just happened in the background. I am currently using my Twitch Prime subscription for Faye. I want to use the Reva emotes in my chat. So.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll agree to all of us getting checked out, just to be safe that we're all intact. And he just looks at his notes and then he just shoves it in his coat. And he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna look at that right now. Let's just we'll go see what the others are doing and talk to Danny and Dr. Reva and see if we can get everyone checked out just to make sure we're all good.
Okay. By the way, my wife is now here. Hello, wife. So, has anyone made out with Death yet? No, not yet. All right. So, for the sake of brevity, I'm going to assume, Reva, that you just went and fetched everyone, as you were told to do so earlier.
She's just running around, just trying to find everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she see Silas and Bray coming out of a broom closet?
Is this a roll? Do we need a roll?
I would say actually probably yeah, considering y'all were the closest to her. So.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for it?
No, you just see him.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
Nothing. She saw y'all come out of the broom closet.
Damn.
Oh.
Because if y'all were being stealthy about it the first time, I would have had you roll stealth before you went in there.
Yeah.
So. So yeah, you would see them. But yeah, with that, you go and gather everyone, and you weren't told a destination or where to go. Just that Gerald would find you all. So where do you take the group?
Well, I guess Reva would probably take them back towards the mess hall, I guess, because that's where Gerald met up with them the last couple times. That's probably the most likely.
Okay. In that case, that is where we will take you. Let's go ahead and bring Chuck
he's here.
He's here. He will be, right? It's at this time of day, it is fairly empty in the mess hall. And
I will say Chuck went and got another plate of food.
Okay, do you still have the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sitting in your pocket?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, with that, you all make your way to the cafeteria and proceed to sit and wait. You know, and while you're waiting, Chuck is, as he said, he's currently just munching down on some food. I'm assuming, like, is anyone else eating, or Chuck the only one sitting there at the table just...
We're all just looking at Chuck.
Chuck does not care.
Oh no,
Now I
Lexi's
know-
not eating.
Now I know I
But
gotta.
he is
I got some of
staring
the
at
taste
Silas.
Danny's getting dinner.
I think Silas would actually be staring at Reva.
Okay, so who said they were staring at Chuck? Okay, no, so Bray said you're looking at Chuck because you have a taste tell. Yeah, so you're looking at Chuck. Silas is looking at Reva. In fact, no, I'm going to separate this in a way that makes it funnier for me. Okay, hold on. So there we go. So you are looking at you. You are looking at you, and you are looking at you. If I gathered this correctly. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So everyone's it's just crisscross staring at each other. You know, it's pretty much, pretty much the only sound, because everyone's left the cafeteria at this point, so the only sound is just as Chuck is just going to town on his fucking food.
Also, Chuck's just staring at the staring at his food, just enjoying it. Like is not reacting to anyone around him.
Let the
So,
man
yeah.
enjoy his food.
And it seems like for a while, Gerald isn't going to show up. Until you hear the familiar clacking of his boots from the hallway.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Wait.
You know, you begin to hear the familiar clacking of his boots in the hallway. Again, the door opens. You hear 3 more clack, 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 before the door shuts and it locks. And, of course, you see... Let me drop them here. Same old, that is the wrong person. I do not want to drop them here. That would be hilarious. Drop this person. You see Gerald as he makes his way over to the group. Excuse me. And he's silent as he makes his way over, grabbing a chair and sliding it over to this spot so that he can sit and look at all 6 of you, just like he had the previous time that he had spoken with you all. He sits down, and you see he has a slightly troubled look on his face. But he hasn't said anything yet.
You doing all right?
He is currently running his hand through his beard. You having a beard, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Like, thumb on one side of the face, hand, like rest of the hand on the other, like, yeah, like that motion. He's doing that as he's running his hand through his beard.
Did that very well.
Before he takes a breath and finally speaks, saying, I am dealing with repercussions that I was not informed I would be dealing with. I will deal with them on my own, and we will move on. I was informed of your run-in with him in the Kono's office.
You could call it that.
Yeah. Call it that.
Well, I cannot elaborate more on who that man is, not for the time being, other than you can at least be given a title. And take this title to heart, and be mindful of what you say and do in the Foundation. That man is known as the Veilwalker. Hey, yo. That man is known as the Veilwalker. And he has been here for a very long time. Longer than any of you have. He might be a nuisance in our tasks, but he should not harm you, not again. I saw to that myself. Alexei, I offer my apologies for that. If I would have known that I would have gotten such direct pushback, I would have perhaps done things differently.
I don't need an apology. I just need to know why the fuck we were put together and why they're so apprehensive at the fact that we were.
You were all put together because of, like I said before, you are all anomalous. That is rare to have in D-class and lower-level site staff personnel. Not just that, but Hume levels fluctuate around all of you. I believe Nurse Dagon spoke a little bit about Hume levels when you first met her, but knowing her, she probably did not go into the specifics. Hume levels are essentially what tie you to this reality. When your Hume levels are not as they should be, you have two options. You either use a reality anchor, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It anchors you to this reality. It keeps you here. Or you do not use a reality anchor, and you cease to exist here. All of you have had studies conducted on you, and all of you show signs of fluctuating Hume levels. I have a theory on what is causing it, but that theory requires research. A lot of personal research. And so far, my findings are inconclusive. For now, I need you all to test together. Spend as much time as you can together. Let me further my studies, and perhaps I can figure out what is causing it. Otherwise, you have to live with a reality anchor for the rest of your life. Or not have a rest of your life.
My question is, why do you care about us? You could have just let us go.
I am a very old soul, Alexei. I was around before your father, and I was around before his father. And if I am to take a guess, possibly even before his father. I have experienced a great many trials in my lifetime. To me, the anomalous are family. Most of the people here, the site staff, the security, they see something like you all. They do not see a person. They do not see a being worth life. They see a creature to throw in a cell and study. I do not see you that way. I am one of the only things making sure that the 6 of you are at least able to live somewhat of a functional life here and not thrown into a cell, never to be seen again. Believe it or not, I know a lot more about all of you than you do about me. And believe it, I care for all of you. Deeply, deeply. Even if you tend to get on my nerves sometimes.
This is what I'm good at.
Now, any more questions before I get down to the real business here? from anyone, mind you. Okay. In that case, I've got good news and I've got bad news for all of you. Which one would you like to hear first?
Bad news.
Let's just get the bad news out of the way.
Bad news always.
The bad news is you will not be conducting another test with an SCP tonight. You will be conducting a test with D-Class member 2847.
That fucker!
I beg your pardon?
Oh, God.
Would you
Oh,
like the
no.
D-Class, or the good news now?
Please.
Really?
The good news is that he is on good behavior currently. He was spoken to before the test was confirmed to be conducted. You will not have any problems from him.
In my head. Hey, God, that's Jeremiah, right?
Yeah, that's 2847. He's the troublemaker. Remember y'all saw him in session 1 being wheeled through the...
Yeah, just wanted to make sure I had the name right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to call him by that number. It seems rude.
Yeah, that's him.
Thanks.
Sir, if I may ask,
Yes.
why specifically him and not a normal SCP?
Because after findings from the 049 test, I have reasons to believe that surprisingly something helpful can be gleaned from him. I'm aware that does not seem likely, but my studies and best guess show that he is the logical next step. However, I was only able to work out this test under 2 conditions. The first being that these findings must be conclusive in some way. I need results from this test. Do what you have to get results from him. The other condition, this one is one that I will not blame you on if you cannot get it from him. During a containment breach, say about 10 years ago, he had escaped his cell. He had a run-in with quite a few people. At the time, we didn't know what his goal was, but afterwards, it was discovered that he went into 682's cell. He shot all of the cameras and audio recording devices and had a conversation with 682. No one knows what the two spoke about. Mind you, 682 and 2847 cross-testing has been expressly forbidden for well over 10 years. It is vital that we know what these two spoke about. I feel I do not have to stress the trouble that these two cause on their own, let alone together. Do what you can to extract this information from him. If you can do that, I can assure you there are great things in our future. Is there any questions before you go on your way?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Well, means.
What are we supposed to get other than that? You wanted results. What kind of fucking results?
Just answers to the 2 conditions provided. Those are the results that I need.
And what happens if we don't get those answers that you need?
If you do not, then I fear that my studies with you all will be very, very nearly coming to a close. Meaning that your hume levels will be unchecked by everyone. Meaning that it is possibly only a matter of time until they fluctuate to the point where you cease to exist here. Rowan likes watching his stream. Love it.
Hi, Rowan.
Hi, Rowan.
Sir, how do you have any suggestions as to what we could say to him to get any results? He doesn't seem like the talking type, the type to actually tell us anything,
Well,
regardless if we're anomalous or not.
I mean, he was really nice to me.
As much as I would like to help you here, I have known 2847 for a very long time. And truthfully, even I have no true idea where to start. That is why I said I will not put any blame on any of you if you cannot get this to work. I understand the card you've been dealt. Simply do your best, and I will take the brunt of anything that comes afterwards.
So, on one hand, we get the information out of him, and we live. Or at least for as long as we can. Other hand, we don't get the information out of him, and within a week, we all possibly die.
Unfortunately, yes. This is why I'm telling you, you have permission to do whatever it takes to get this information out of him. Even if it means letting him get down. You will understand what I mean by that when you see him.
So, I don't know if I just missed it. Why is he called the Troublemaker? Other than his incursion in the 682's containment, what did he do?
You don't know.
I think
A
that's actually
lot.
very important information before I walk into a room and try to interrogate him.
2847, otherwise known as Jeremiah Walker. He was always a fairly normal man, at least in his early life. And then it was almost as if something just snapped. He started off with small things, stealing things, then hurting things, and then killing things. Torture, maiming, arson. He showed that he was capable of doing anything. And then he let himself get caught. You would think, being contained in the Foundation, that would be where his troubles end. No, that is where his troubles ended and the Foundation's began. He was contained long ago at a different site, Site 73. A containment failure occurred, and he escaped. He trapped himself and a site personnel, a scientist, in a room with SCP-9278, a being of living smog. He had 2 gas masks with him. He walked up to her and he offered the gas mask. As she reached out for it, he dropped it and stepped on it and shattered the filters. And then put his mask on and just watched her suffocate. Just one moment, please.
You good?
Yeah, straight redeem.
Fuck, I farted.
Oh jeez.
And he sat there and watched her suffocate for the entire time. She pleaded and begged for help. Yeah, I think I do. She pleaded and begged for help. And all he did was sit there and watch. That's not the only thing he's done. He's been responsible for numerous containment failures. He's killed at least 3 other D-class, either inadvertently or purposely. And he always seems to get involved in a containment breach, no matter how well he's contained. That is just what I can tell you, and that's not even what is seen in this file beneath the black ink.
I get this is gonna sound real rich coming from a D class, but like, don't you kill D classes who misbehave?
It's not that simple with him. I'm sure in talking to him, you will understand some of that.
Okay, I just wanted to have some background before I walked into the jaws of the beast, as it were.
Of course. Well, if there are no other questions...
Well, who's ready for that?
If there are no other questions, then I actually have a question for you. Oh, there I go. I have a question for you, Alexei.
Well, I had a question for you too, big man.
Ask away first.
So what you are telling me might have had a hand in what happened to my father?
I can't say for a fact. To my knowledge, the containment breach involving him 10 years ago, he was not involved into the actual causation of the containment breach. In fact, if I recall correctly, last time I viewed the tapes, while he did have a run-in with your father, he did not pose any physical threat. He did not attack them in any way and went on his own way. They only had one interaction and that was it.
Okay. You go ahead.
Please, come here if you don't mind. I think it's best that we have a bit of space from the others.
Sure, boss.
Okay. As you make your way over to him, you stand there and you see he looks at you for a moment. Before, you see he closes his eyes and just takes a deep breath. And as he opens them, all of the dust and lint and loose string on your clothing, on your skin, on the clothing and skin of everyone else, the table, the floor, the walls, begin to slightly lift off of the surface that they cling to and take on a almost golden, glimmering glow. You watch as they begin to sparkle and shine and lightly spin around you all, almost like a slow-moving golden tornado, before it begins to settle and they begin to disperse into strands, almost like string, that begin to form between each of you. And you see golden sand-like replicas of each of you in the same positioning that you were in Colonel Merrick's room. You hear muffled speaking, and you're able to make it up as your own voices, repeating what was said in this room. And then you see everything stops and goes completely still, almost like a VHS tape being put on pause, to which he walks over to the sand figures, and you watch as he gently places his hand onto your shoulder, Alexei, before sliding it off, causing some of the dust to brush off of you and fade over and directly in front of you, now forming another golden figure, the Veilwalker. And then, with a snap of his fingers, it begins to play again, like a VHS tape on play. And you see the exact scenario play out just as it had for each of you. Before the figure disappears and Alexei begins to fall to his knees, the figures then all stop in place again. And then with one more snap, the dust and begins to lightly scatter and land right back where it had all originated from, returning back to its normal state. He looks at it where they once stood, only for a moment before he says, "I see." Yes, Cheese.
No, I'm just waiting for him to speak. He's probably mad at me.
What is happening? You just saw the anomalous ability of Gerald. He, is silent after he says, "I see." He goes quiet for a moment before he then looks over to you, Alexei, and takes a couple of steps towards you and lightly places a hand on your shoulder and says, "Again, I apologize for what you had to go through." And then he proceeds to move his hand very quickly from your shoulder to up to the back of your head and smacks it and says, "But next time, watch your fucking mouth."
He's just like, oh, he's not that mad at me. And then he's fucking slapping his back in the head. He's like, ah! Fucking ass!
And he takes a step.
I just called it as it is. He was being a cunt. I wasn't gonna do what he was gonna say. He's being a fucking dickhead.
From now on, you will probably have some very dangerous allies, as well as very dangerous enemies. Alexei, I'm aware of who your adopted father is, and I will tell you, I'm sure he taught you a great many things in terms of self-defense. And I'm also aware he taught you a great many things in running your fucking mouth. I am here to help you all. And that starts with you minding your manners, at least to people
Yoink.
you do not know. Once you are aware of who they are and what they're capable of, by all means, run your fucking mouth, Brick Jr. But for now, you are following my orders. Bitch! So I expect my orders to be followed, and I know you can follow orders because Brick taught you that as well. Do I make myself clear?
Alexei just kind of he had been in a hunched position the entire little lecture, and he finally straightens up, looks him in the eye, and goes, "Crystal."
Good. Now, unless anything else is needed of me, I have a great many more conversations I must go take care of. And you have a test to perform. And unless anyone has anything else to say to Gerald, he will make his way out. When I said Jared
Another-
was dusty, I didn't expect that.
Real quick, DM, I need to go run to the restroom real quick before we start the testing. If you
Go
don't
for it.
mind.
Yeah, if
Alright,
anyone
yeah,
needs to use the restroom, now's the time to do it, because you're not going to want to be absent after this.
As Gerald's like walking away, he's like, "Fuck you."
DM, do you have an answer to that thing I sent you?
Let me see what she sent me. No. I do not.
Okay, just wanted to see if there was a measured answer to that.
No, this isn't like the fucking Kuatoa from D&D, right? They don't just put their brains together and something happens.
Well, no, it isn't just that. It's, you said as things happen more, just the anchor to reality becomes weaker. So I think the more we
he
do
more
it,
so
like,
he more so meant the passage of time.
Oh, okay, sorry. How hard do we have to do what I said to disconnect me from the passage of time?
None of these other 5 can do it, but you ask me nice enough, I'm sure I can. Pretty fucking easily, actually.
Okay.
In fact, it only requires a click and a button press.
Yeah, if I can come back.
Danny's trying to find like the express way of dying.
Danny's trying to get he's trying to ride the fucking Shinkansen to the afterlife.
To be fair, Danny isn't doing any of this. I'm doing this.
No, yeah, fair.
Let me make sure my notes
Danny
are...
just has to deal with the thinking.
Let me make sure that my notes are open and ready for when y'all go to that testing chamber, because that is going to be important.
I have returned. Did I miss anything?
Nope, we were just bullshitting.
Okay.
Okay. Well, unless anything needs to be said to each other, we can go ahead and take you to 2847's testing chamber.
The only thing that Reva would say, and the whole time she's just been sitting at the table holding her tea in her hand, not really saying anything. She'll look up and just go, let's all just be very, very careful with this one. By the sounds of it, this is a very dangerous individual. Maybe more so than some of the SCPs. So,
Well, to an extent, how much more deadly is he than us just ceasing in a week?
You'd be surprised, Annie.
I mean, if a D class, no offense, guys, and as she says, she looks to Danny and Bray and Chuck. If a D class can cause these dangerous containment breaches, like Gerald told us, who knows what he's capable of?
Well, we're gonna have to go in. Well, I wouldn't say smart because I'm bad at that. But we're gonna have to go in there prepared. So, other than what you guys know about him, do we have any idea of what he might be able to convince us of and what knowledge he might have? And or any bargaining chips other than, and I quote, letting him down?
Well, releasing him sounds not the best idea, I guess I would say. Considering, his track record. I can't really say
no
what Thomas
shit,
has done.
sunshine. Best idea, I guess, is just go in and wing it. There's no real way to deal with this dude. He's unpredictable in most cases. And to be fair, He's kind of a cunt.
Yeah, he's we kind of ran into him a couple days ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys had that fucking experience.
Thank God I didn't. I hate his ass. I don't want to have to fucking deal with him, yet here I am. So let's just go in.
Threaten him a couple of times, and maybe he'll fucking give us something.
I don't think threatening's gonna be the best option, Alexi. I'm gonna be real here. Let's just go. The sooner that we get this done over with, the better. And she's gonna take a really big swig of her tea, which is still pretty hot, slam it down, and just stand up her seat.
Okay.
This bitch just take a swig of her tea like it was an alcoholic beverage. No, he's saying that out loud. He's saying that to the table. He's like, did she really just take a swig of her tea like it was an alcoholic beverage?
Leave her alone. She's a
What did Chuck say? Chuck? Tristan?
Chuck.
Chuck also said they were going to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will just have y'all start making the hard stuff, Swigs tea. I will have y'all start making your way to 2847's chamber. So, you all leave the cafeteria of, the floor you're currently on, being level 5. And I'm assuming at least one of my site staff knows where 2847 would be contained. So whichever one of you would volunteer to take the way, whichever one would be. So you start to lead the group to the elevators. You all pile in, and when you hit the button, you do not go into the upper level containment and the floors above you typically can serve for, easier to contain SCPs. No. You start going down the levels, further down, typically to where Keter level containment is, and the more dangerous SCPs. You leave level 5 and past level 6, level 7, level 8, and finally you end up on level 9.
Hey, that's my lucky number.
Hey, that's where
Well, we lucky this
started in
time.
the one shot.
And with that, you leave the elevator, and you make your way
They look like dead
into
bodies.
the containment wing, the south containment wing.
Been discovered.
And you make your way down. Let me go ahead and add you all in here. Oh, go ahead and put you here, 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 and here. And you are now standing at the gate to the entrance of 2847's testing room. Is anything said or done before you enter this chamber?
Are we still waiting for Chuck?
Just
Chuck
went
is
back.
here.
Cool.
Good
Just
cop,
wanted to
bad
double
cop.
check I hadn't heard.
Okay.
Good cop,
Hey.
bad cop, but it's just me using both my voices.
Good cop, bad
So-
cop, but it's just Chuck standing there grunting.
So, any conversation to be had before you enter this chamber? Or do you just go in?
All Reva will say is just she'll take a deep breath, clutch her little clipboard to her chest, and just go, just remember what Gerald said, and let's do our best. I'm sure everything will be fine. And as she says this, she's trying to smile, trying to be reassuring. You can tell she's absolutely terrified to go in there.
Hey, if you think it's all gonna be fine, why don't you lead the way in, sunshine?
I'm good, actually. Silas, why don't you go in first?
Danny walks up to the door
Alright.
and opens it.
Oh, Danny?
As Danny opens the door, Chuck walks right in.
They're
So,
both.
Everyone's
Chuck
what?
walks
We'll
in
just follow
first. So Chuck walks in first, then Danny, then Silas. What about the other three?
Reva's going in last. You're at the drag race.
Ladies first.
Okay, Lexi, go on in.
Damn.
But he said ladies first.
Damn.
Some ladies first. I don't got tits.
As they're arguing, I look over and try to take in the scene with 2478 87.
2847. You see, I'm gonna assume that it ends up being this person going in next, and then this person forcing this person in.
Yeah.
If I know my players well enough. As you all walk in, you see this is definitely an SCP containment chamber compared to one meant for even solitary confinement. You know, you've heard of solitary confinement in prisons. They either, at least most of them, tend to have something, even a single pillow. This is nothing but stone, concrete, cold walls, and a cold floor, and a desolate ceiling, and suspended about 15 feet in the air. You see 2847. He is in a straitjacket with a muzzle on his face, and he's strapped to a metal chair that is hanging up into the, like I said, 15 feet in the air, with iron chains across his body locked into the actual metal chair itself.
Lexi's gonna lean down to Reva and go, I guess that's what he means by let him down.
I think so. And as she says it, she's gonna kind of like hide behind Alexi.
He looks at all six of you for a moment, and he's quiet. Before you can see very small smile beneath the muzzle as he kind of leans forward a little bit and goes, "Oh, hey, I've seen you before, but it feels like a long, long time. How are you doing, Doc?" You can't tell who he's looking at.
I look explicitly at the
starts, like,
three doctors who
Shockwaves.
I how's it going?
He doesn't look at you at all. In fact, he actually looks more to the left, to like as if he's blocking you out of his field of view, and hones his eyes in on either Alexi or Reva. And he's
Silas just glances behind to Reva.
he stares at the two of you. It's hard, like I said, it's hard to tell who he's looking at, and the tension is there. You could cut it. Before he finally takes a breath and goes, "Oh, wait a minute. You're not who I thought you were. It's hard to see from all the way up here. I thought you were that other guy. Leonid, I think his name was. Haven't seen him in a long time."
At the mention of his dad, he's just gonna like... Reva can like physically see him like stiffen. And kind of just like the tilt of his head, he looks pissed. Simply at the mention of his dad.
Noticing a stressful situation, Danny's gonna walk up and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be frank with you.
Yeah?
You seem to be like against me, like dying and getting killed in here. Like last time we talked. Apparently you know something they want to know, and then they're basically gonna kill all of us if you don't let us know. But what do you want? We can probably work something out that like mutually helps everyone. Because I also
Silas
don't
is
want to die.
wide-eyed at Danny.
Yeah, Reva's looking at him like absolutely horrified. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You see, he's quiet. You know, he was still staring at Alexei for a good long minute, even after you spoke to him. But then he turns his head and looks down at you and just contemplates what you say to him before he says, "What do I want? You know, I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. I guess I know one thing I want right now. I want to stretch my arms."
Well, if you promise me you will give us any information you think the state staff might want out of you right now, I'll take your arms down.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
I buy it.
Silas walks up behind Danny and puts a... Oh, has to follow him now. Walks up behind...
Danny is actively going to undo his arm.
Danny?
Well,
He's doing this
to let his arms out, you have to get him to the floor. You have to, like, basically it's like a crank, and, like, you have to reel the crank in for the chains to lower the chair to the floor.
Where's the crank?
It's you're basically standing right there.
Oh yeah, I'm actively walking towards it.
Danny, I don't think we've gotten enough of a guarantee on things.
Listen, man, what have we got to lose? Like, realistically, we don't have much we can offer a guy who's trapped in a room completely chained up.
Yeah, especially because I know your type. You site scientists. None of you are high level. What level are you all? Level, let's see. Probably a level 2 if I had to take a guess by looking at you no-names. I know your type.
Well, truthfully, you don't know anything about me.
You're right. But I know you're kind. You fuck up something bad enough, you're one step away from D-class. It would be a shame if we couldn't have a nice talk, and be a shame if you failed this test and got put to D-class, like me.
Silas like, narrows his eyes and then just looks over to Danny. Are you sure?
Danny just looks at him and he's like, well, honestly, I'm not sure. The one time I've talked to him, he was relatively kind to me, and he seems to value honesty, so I'm just going to be upfront with him. He said he'd help me. I'm going to help him. With that, Danny puts his thing on the crank and just starts doing it.
Okay. I will say, to anyone who doesn't take things at face value, when he said he wants to stretch his arms, he means just get up and out of the chair, out of his straitjacket, move around, muzzle off.
Yeah.
Making sure that's clear to everyone except Danny. Yeah, with that, you watch as Danny begins to reel the crank in, and foot by foot, 2847 is brought to the floor before his chair makes contact with the floor, and he just looks over at you, Danny, and says, "Thank you. Now, if you would kindly undo these chains and let me stand."
Danny is looking at how to do it, and if he can figure out how to do it, he begins doing it.
Yeah, you are able to find the latches, and you see that they're just screwed on really, really tightly. You're able to, with a bit of elbow grease, get them untightened and loose and get the screws out, causing the chains to fall. And you notice that as the chains fall, his straitjacket fell immediately with it too, showing it was already undone. The chains were his real problem.
Oh, shit.
After that, he stands up, reaches behind his back, and he undoes the muzzle before pulling it off and dropping it to the floor. He stretches his arms, he stretches his back, his neck. He even, gets down into like the little squat, like you lean on your left knee, and you like kick your right leg out, straighten it, you know what I mean, stretching it, and then you like swap over to like where your left leg is kicked out and stretching it, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like he's literally just stretching. And then he straightens himself out, dusts himself off, and then looks at the group and just says, "So, to whom do I owe this lovely visit?"
Wow.
So, do one of you guys want to do it? I am fine not talking in the Danny method.
Oh no, trust me. Alexei was not gonna introduce the rest of the group. He was just gonna address the elephant in the room.
Oh yeah.
Silas is
Okay.
just making sure to hold his arm in front of Danny so Danny doesn't go anywhere near now.
Yeah, no. If Alexei would like to say why Gerald sent us, you can go and.
Oh, he wasn't going to say that either.
Rena's
Oh.
still hiding behind Alexi, but she's like barely peeking her head around for
Yeah.
Yeah. Mind you, kid.
Well,
I
so.
am-
Sorry, go. I didn't hear you for a second.
I may not be Leonid, but I am his kid.
Yeah, I was able to
And
put
if you
that
have any
together.
information you would like to give me, that would be very nice. Especially considering that night you were there.
That night. Oh, yeah. The last time I saw him. Yeah, I remember that night. In fact, as he says that, he looks directly ahead of him and starts walking his way
Chuck
over
waves.
to Chuck. Yeah. He walks over to you, Chuck. Mind you, 2847 is not very tall. He's only 5'5". And so
it's kind of tall.
So when he gets to you fucking gnome.
I love how it took you a second to register what I said.
God damn it. He makes his way over to you and just kind of looks up at you and goes, "I remember you, big guy. You look like you're in good shape. Looks like some more gears are turning up there." He kind of squints his eyes as he narrows it, his gaze onto you, Chuck, and goes, "Come on, guy. I can tell you can get at least a few words out now. How have you been?"
Better.
You see that? He smiles. And just very gently reaches out and gives you a pat on the chest, Chuck, and goes, "Glad to hear it. Our last run-in with each other was rather unfortunate. I would have helped you, but I had my own business to attend to. Just glad to see you're doing well. And as for the other two, or three, I guess, there's that old fuck in the wheelchair. Yeah, he's been disposed of. Don't know what you heard about that. They smelted his wheelchair for parts. Spare scrap metal, I heard. Don't know what they did with the body. Don't really care. And then there was that other lady. What was her name? Avery. Yeah, that's her name. I remember her. Did you ever meet this Avery girl? Any of you?
No.
Let me tell you, she was a strange one. But I felt kinship, I suppose is the right word. Haven't seen her in a long time. It'd be nice to see her again. Last I heard, though, she took a bullet to the dome, so maybe in the next life. And yeah, I saw your dad. He was in pretty good shape when I saw him. Looked like he was doing well. Eating good, getting his exercise in. Seemed like a good guy. Shame what happened to him. Why do you ask about that night?
Because all I know is that that night he died. And I want to find out who exactly killed him. I know Brick's not telling me the whole truth.
Roll me a... Let me check your sheet here. Roll me a persuade check.
Let's hope something explodes. Okay, so I need... Nice! Okay. That explodes. That explodes. That explodes. Jesus Christ!
Let me tell you, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, I know.
Let me pull up the roll book for rolls. I just want to make sure.
What happens if my D12 also explodes?
Go to
Does that go
D20.
up to a 20?
Yep.
20.
You did not roll a 6, an 8, a 10, and a 12 in a row. You
I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to tell you, man. Also, it was only an 8, a 10, and a 12.
Now that is statistically more likely. Fair enough.
Okay.
Don't worry, Ryan. I statistically rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before the session, so anything statistically possible.
So that is a 4 and a 14 and a 4. A 14 and a 5. That's a 19.
Nice.
A 19. Let's see what
19
that
flat.
is on my success chart. When you mention why you're looking into that day specifically, you see he kind of goes still for a moment before he gets a smile on his face again. But it falters, and he shakes his head, and the smile's gone. As he says, "Well, I'm afraid I'm not going to be much help when it comes to who took out your dad. I wasn't there when it happened. I saw the corpse, and that's about it. Though I will say, bullet to the brain, point-blank execution style. You could see the burn marks where the bullet was, or where the gun muzzle was pushed right against his head. There's not a lot of access to high
No, there's not.
priority, very high damaging weaponry in this facility. In fact, there's only quite a few people I can know that can get their hands on that kind of stuff. I would just tell you, but I'm sure your Peabody brain can figure it out." And as he's talking, you see like he's been looking around the room, and he's now looking past Chuck's right and looking at Bray. And he's going to sidestep Chuck and make a step towards Bray. And you see he's going to look at you for a moment, Bray, before he goes, "Hey, I read about you before they cut off my access to newspapers." Hell of a way to go. 10 plus stabbing wounds. But we all know it was more than that, wasn't it? He's gonna say as he is now leaning in slightly towards you, Bray. I'd say probably around 20, maybe 24. That sound about right to you?
I don't know.
You know, the strangest part
she's
was...
just-
Oh, go on.
She's just looking at him, really.
He's gonna look at you for a moment, and then you see that same smile begin to reform on his face as he says, "The strangest part was... it sounds like every single stab happened at the exact same time. Now, You look fast, I'll give you that, but not 24 stabs at the same time fast, and you certainly don't have 24 arms. So how'd you do it? I really want to know.
She is just gonna take a deep breath and kind of shake her head a little bit, and I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to.
Boring. And then he's gonna squeeze between you and Chuck, and
Yeah.
then he's gonna make his way over here. And you see, at first it looks like he's walking to you, Alexi, before he stops directly in front of you, stares at you, raises his hand, and then, has a fist and raises only 2 fingers and just kind of shoo, like moves his fingers in the way that he's motioning for you to get out of the way. He'd be right here.
Hey, I'm not in charge of her. I'm not gonna move out of the way, though.
Then I'll just talk right here. What's your name? I haven't seen you before.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's talking to Reva.
He is talking to Reva. He's just talking to her through Alexi.
Okay. It's Reva. Dr. Reva.
Dr. Reva. You new here? I remember seeing you in the hallway, but I didn't see you before that.
I've been here a while.
Okay. Well, now that we've all somewhat introduced ourselves, except for, well, you, but he says as he's now looking at you, Silas. But, truthfully, I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know your name. And he's just gonna walk past you and look back at the group and go, now that we're all antiquated with one another, what are you really here for?
So, as far as I can tell, Gerald thinks the universe is dissolving.
Oh.
And
Gerald.
he said, we need to get results, or else we're gonna be in trouble. And I don't want to deal with being in trouble because that sounds less than healthy in this location for my status.
Okay. Who's Gerald? And I want an answer. A real answer.
I look over at the scientist people. Higher ranked scientist. I look over at them and I'm like, a higher ranked scientist than those types. Other than that, he has not told me anything that I could give you. Maybe one of them knows though. Looking very closely at the Reva direction. Yeah, sorry, voice died. Reva.
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 Yeah, he's
The
looking
Reva.
at that.
Yes, the Reva.
That.
Well.
No, the Rever was my father. Reva's just me.
Surely I can get more than that. At least a physical descriptor. Come on.
Guys, I don't want to have to use my fourth wall knowledge to describe things that I shouldn't know.
At this point, Reva kinda starts stepping around, around Alexi, but not fully. Like, she could easily dart back behind him if she wanted to.
Is her head visible past his shoulder?
That's a oddly specific
More past his
question.
arm, but
Past his arm, you know what I mean. Can
Well, like,
she
if-
be seen?
if Lexi's here, she's probably like here. So I'd say she's mostly seen.
Okay, the moment you peek around, all of you see in just a dash, like a sudden burst of movement compared to his slow speaking and lumbering he's been doing in this room. In an instant, just a full speed sprint, and he stops right in front of you, Reva, like inches from your face, as he's now looking at you. Go on.
She is completely frozen, by the way. She's just, like, she just froze right where she's standing as she goes, well, he's an older gentleman. I'd
Older?
say maybe 60s, 70s. I'm not quite sure of his actual age. Dark blue eyes.
The moment you say that, he goes, oh, wait, hold on. And you see, like, he turns around, he, like, puts his face in his hands, and he goes, oh, let me guess. And then, like, you know, like, he's looking away from you, facing his hand, like, one hand. His other hand is, like out, how do I describe it? He's walking this way, looking away from you all, with his face in his left hand, and his right hand is, like, behind him, like, you know, like motioning for you to, like, wait. Before he snaps his fingers, no, like farther back, like outstretched completely, but yeah, like that.
oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, hold on a minute. Older guy, blue eyes, British, big old fluffy beard, and that stupid golf cap.
Just about nailed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know him. That actually reminds me of something. He was there on the night of the containment breach. Well, not there, but in spirit. You actually met your dad. In fact,
Yeah, he seems to know him.
if you want my thoughts on it, I think he led to the death of your dad. I think he's directly responsible. Maybe not the one who pulled the trigger. But at the end of the day, you give someone a gun, and they go out and take a life. How much responsibility do you take?
What's this game's equivalent of an insight check?
That would be a intuition.
Intuition?
Yeah.
Well, good thing that I've got a ton of these bitches.
Yeah, you're intelligent.
I am intelligence based. Oh, that fell fully out. Reroll you. Okay, good. That is unfortunately a 14.
14. What are you trying to gain from this? What are you trying to check?
If he's knowing more than he lets on with that statement, rather than just a gut feeling.
It is truthfully very hard to tell. His entire demeanor is just almost impossible to read. It's almost like your first language is English and you pick up a book in Arabic and you're just trying to read it. It's almost impossible to tell if he's leaving anything out or if he's even telling the truth. But one thing that he is truthful on was that he did 100% nail the identification of Gerald.
Okay. What makes you say that?
What? That he was there or that he was responsible?
Oh, he was responsible.
How much do you really know about Gerald?
Oh,
I
trust
mean-
me, I know nothing about him, and I don't fucking trust him as far as I can throw him.
despite the fact I can throw pretty fucking far.
Nice callback. You see, he'll just kind of nod his head and then shrug and go, I don't know. Call it a hunch. I've been pretty good at those. You see, he's going to start walking back in this direction again, but again, he's going to stop and like lock eyes with you, Bray. And he doesn't say it out loud, but he does mouth something to you. He's close enough that you are able to understand what he's mouthing. I'm going to DM you what he says.
Wait, ha ha ha, say it out loud.
Yeah, he mouths that to you, Bray. Does that garner any reaction from her? The suspense.
The suspense.
Is Em here?
What?
Bro doesn't even know if his wife's at his desk or not.
I'm so... Hold on.
Yeah, so he walked past you, then stopped and mouthed that to you directly into, like, as he looked directly into your eyes, he said this. Not out loud, he just, like, mouthed it, and you were able to understand that. Does that garner any reaction from her?
How do I explain how I want her face to look? You know that thing people do when they're like a little annoyed and they put like their tongue between their teeth and just look at someone?
Mm-hmm.
That.
Okay.
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna look at him like that and kind of raise her eyebrows a little bit and nod with that expression.
He's just going to give you a wink and then just keep walking past you. With that, he'll again be standing in front of the group before he says, sorry, I got sidetracked. What exactly are you here for again? You keep talking to me about your dead dad, and I just get a little scatterbrained.
Wow.
Well, to step over that comment because it wasn't very nice. We like I said, after some experimenting with 049, Gerald thinks the world is dissolving.
Right, the
and he thinks you might know something of value about that for some reason.
Yeah, believe it or not, I do. I've known about that for a while. But I haven't said anything because people here don't believe a thing I say. They think I'm just lying all the time or that I'm out to get them. It's a tough life. Yeah, I know all about that. The question is, why should I tell you about it? At the end of the day, I don't care what happens to the universe. I don't care what happens to me. We all choose our paths in life. And sometimes life chooses that path for us. Who am I to go against that?
Because you can just tell life to fuck off and, assert your own reality.
Maybe.
I feel like, as much as dying might, have a positive after effect, I myself, do believe there's a positive afterlife for us. But, the universe not existing doesn't sound like it's what's supposed to happen, and should probably be avoided, if possible.
He just listens to you as you speak before taking a breath and saying, to your surprise, okay, yeah, sure. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Thanks.
But it's been a while since I had some others here to talk to. Why don't you all bring it in nice and close? Now I can see you all. After all, you're quite an odd group. I get the feeling we're gonna get very familiar with each other. May as well start the family bonding. So come on. Bring it in close. It's alright. I won't bite.
Much.
Okay. Once everyone gathers around him, he takes a seat on the floor, sits fucking crisscross applesauce on the floor, and looks up at the rest of you, seeing you're still standing, and goes, well, come on.
No,
now.
Danny immediately matched that.
Okay.
Like the second you see someone sit, the second someone sits crisscross applesauce, Danny is sitting there looking intently.
To anyone who doesn't like sit down with him, he's just gonna look up at those of you who aren't sitting, and he says, "Come on now, that's gonna hurt my neck having to look up and talk to you like that. Come on, join us down here."
Alexi's gonna Slav squat.
When you do that, when you do that, he'll look at you and say, "I really recommend you take a seat."
Oh, so
And I mean this for
dirty ass
your...
floor, and he's grumbling, but he is. He's gonna start sitting. He's like, I don't want to fucking sit on the dirty ass fucking floor. God damn it.
All right, everyone else take a seat. Anyone like stand, crouch, anyone like that?
Reva will like, she hesitates for a second, but then she'll like kind of kneel down. Like she's kind of like how you would sound like one of those like Japanese like tatami mats where she like her legs are folded
on your knees.
deeper.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know exactly what
she'll
you're talking
kinda
about. I've been on one of those in Japan.
Yeah, she'll sit like that and then have her hands kind of folded in her lap, her back straight as if she's trying to gain some sort of confidence, but her heart is racing inside.
Tristan, Baka, M, your characters all take a seat.
Silas is staring daggers at this man, but he is slowly sitting down. He's keeping eye contact.
Okay. Tristan, M.
Eye contact. Yeah, I'm sitting down.
Okay, M. Taking a seat.
Yes, but Bray's gonna roll her eyes a little bit first, and she has her arms kind of crossed.
Okay.
She's a little upsetty.
I understand.
Upsetty spaghetti.
When you all take a seat, he looks at you with just the biggest, just genuine smile on his face. And he looks at you all one at a time and he goes, see, this wasn't so hard.
What is wrong with you?
Seeing it and hearing it made it just better.
It did. I didn't realize how animated that sounded.
He was playing Uma Musume.
Yo, first place, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Tell Robert to hit the 6-7.
Hit the 6-7.
No.
Hit the 6-7.
And that's the end of the stream.
I'm killing myself in Minecraft.
You know how we were talking about me clicking a button and Danny
Killing
disappearing?
myself in Minecraft.
Why? My question is, why has it happened every session?
Because I'm obsessed.
Oh, not the dog, too!
It's because I'm obsessed. I got a story to tell you. I don't remember if I told y'all or a different group, but I have a story to tell y'all regarding 6-7 later. But anyway. So, with that, like I said, he gives you the biggest, most genuine smile before he says, see, that wasn't so hard. Now, let's just get to know each other. And I'll start getting to know all of you. And then he's going to lay down flat on his back, legs crossed, arms behind his head. I need everyone to make me a make me a resilience check, please, and send your roll in the actual Foundry chat so I have it typed out.
Resilience. Okay, I see it.
Dear God, not the 6-7.
Is this, how do we roll again? I'm a little...
So let me hear. I'll open your sheet and I'll tell you what you can roll. So you will roll. So resilience is a willpower check. So you will roll your 2d6s, your d8, your d10, and your d12 all at the same time. You keep the 2 highest numbers, and you add on your resilience bonus, which is a 2. Let me know, and if you roll like a 6 on one of your 6s, you can bump it up to an 8. If you roll an 8 on that, you can bump it up to a 10. If you roll 10 on that, you can bump it up to a 12. If you roll a 12, you can bump that up to a d20. And just whenever you finish rolling all your dice and in the entirety, add up the 2 highest numbers plus your skill bonus.
Incense.
Okay, 11, 16.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back.
Okay. You got time, still waiting for him.
Just for more water.
Yeah, send in Foundry chat.
Okay.
We got a 11, a 16, a 7, a 20, a 13, and a 15. Okay. I think it'd be more fun if we started with the highest check and made our way down. Trevor, we're gonna start with you.
Oh God.
The moment he has laid on his back with his arms behind his head, you just get bombarded with a flash of colors and lights and sounds and images. And when it clears, you have a bit of a headache. And as you look around, you're not standing in 2847's chamber. You're standing in your childhood home. And you look around and it's almost exactly as you remember it. You see the photos of the family where they were, but they're off. Their expressions are different. You see the front door out into the yard where normally there was nice green grass in a beautiful neighborhood. The grass is dead, left behind with nothing but brown, disheveled, burnt grass. And the sky is not blue, it is a blood red. And standing outside, you can see through the window a figure cloaked almost in an unnatural darkness. They are solid black. You can't identify any features of them. And they're standing on the street corner, looking directly into your home, waving at you. But of course, you recall this memory. It's a bit different, but you know this memory. And you start to hear sounds in the other room. You hear the voice of your mother and your father. And they're crying. And then, boom! A loud explosion can be heard. Next up, we're going to jump to Silas.
The hell did I just come back to?
Well, good thing you're back. Nice timing.
We're going to go to Silas now. Silas,
Okay.
you also find yourself bombarded with images and flashing lights and sounds that are overwhelming your vision the moment that 2847 lied flat on his back in his cell. And when it clears, you can see again, and just like Reva, you are not in the containment cell anymore. No.
No, I hate this.
You are sitting on... What are they called? Hold on. Let me make sure I know what they're called. You are sitting in a row of pews. You see
no.
a man dressed up in priest gear, priest clothing, in the front of this church. He's speaking, but you can't quite make out what he's saying. But you look, and he's walking with his left side facing you. And as he turns to where his right side is now revealed, you see a horrible, almost as if it was fused to his body, mechanical three-fingered arm just piercing out of his flesh, gripping onto his book as he's reading from it, from his type of Bible. And again, his words...
Lovely.
His words can't be understood. And as you look around the church, you're not alone. There's other people here. Some are just listening and they look like normal people. Others appear to be also like that strange priest. You see one with a normal eye in her head, while the other socket is a large metal tube, almost like a spyglass sticking out of her head in the other. You see another man who is completely missing his bottom half, and instead you just see a metal plate covering where his legs should be. But then you look over and you see a girl sitting next to you. You know who she is. And she's looking at you and she's saying something, but you can't quite make it out. And you just keep looking at her. And you start to be able to hear a muffled voice coming from her. And when you try to focus on what she's saying, you can finally understand what it is she's telling you. We'll come back to that whenever I DM it to you. Now we're going to hop over to Alexi. Alexi, again, lights, colors, sounds. And you find yourself in your home. Not your room that you stayed in when you came to the Foundation site with your father. No. Your home on dry land. Miles and miles and miles away from here. As far as you're aware, probably an entirely different continent. And as you investigate your room, again, the things are there, but something is just slightly off. You see... What did you have in your room? Collectibles, posters, comic books?
Like superhero toys, stuff like that.
You see where the collectible figurines once stood are now melted piles of plastic where they once were. Where you had a comic book of a heroic superhero saving a woman from falling to her death. Instead, you see that superhero standing on the rooftop. He pushed her. And then you hear a bit of racket in the room nearby. You open the door, and what you see is not the rest of your home. You see your father. You see him standing there with a smile, and you see his arms are opening for an embrace. And then, bang! A gunshot. And almost like a frame skip, he's laying on his side, burned flesh on the side of his skull, smoke still pouring from the wound. And you hear a voice, one that sounds like multiple men, women, and children speaking all at the same time, say, "He's too much of a loose end. Deal with him. And if the child makes a fuss about it, deal with him too." We're going to move next on to Bray. Bray. Again, the flashing of the lights and the colors. But you find yourself now standing in front of your apartment. Your door is directly in front of you. A car sits out front in the street. That car is not yours. That car is not his. It's someone else's. You walk inside, and you see it. You see them standing there. You hear muffled voices, but you know what they're saying. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it seems. This isn't happening. You weren't supposed to be here. You weren't supposed to find out. And then the man starts to walk to you before shink. You see 24 blades and other varying metal objects soar through the air and impale him in his chest at the exact same moment as each other. He falls to the floor, dead. And the girl screams. The next thing you know, bam! The slam of a car door shuts as you are being wheeled away in a police car. You hear the words of the girl yelling at you still. You know what you did. You know what you did. Live with it. Danny.
Hey.
I should make one thing clear to you, Danny. This is not your voice you're used to talking to right now. You will get to hear him later. You're talking to someone else now.
I assume I'm talking to you. Jeremiah?
No.
Oh, cool. We're up to another level? Neat.
Danny, I'm going to make something very clear to you.
I love Danny so much.
I'm going to make something very clear for you, Danny. As much as I would like to twist some repressed memory, you've lived a fairly good life, all things considered. So instead, I will give you a warning instead. (2847) Jeremiah. He may not be necessarily a threat to you, but he is not an ally. But he does have one more thing that he will tell you. And it is important that all of you take that message to heart. If you want everyone here to survive what lies in your future, they must understand what he is telling them. Understood?
I'll do my best to make sure they do.
Good. I don't care.
Also, just out of curiosity, are you willing to say who you are? Like, I've got one mystery voice. Be cool to know who this one is.
You are speaking to royalty.
Noted. Well, Your Majesty, I appreciate it, and I'll take all proper precautions moving forward.
Die or live, it doesn't make a difference to me. But I find those that struggle to live when things seem dire are always the most entertaining. And that's what this is, Danny. A story. An entertaining one. So let's give the people something to watch.
Way ahead of you.
With that, we're going to finally go to Chuck. Chuck, I should mention, in this, you are 100% lucid. You are a fully functioning Chuck. Okay?
Okay.
You also feel the flashing lights and the colors, but you get hit with the worst of it. By the time it stops, you feel a absolute pounding migraine in your head. And as you look around, you are back in your base. Your military base where you were stationed so many years ago. Now I want you to do me a favor, Chuck. Off the top of your head, why don't you go ahead and, let's phrase it in the way of whisper. I'm sure you'll understand what I mean by that. Whisper to me. What is one thing that Chuck truly fears? Go ahead and whisper that to me. I'm sure you understand what I mean by that. Oh, it's always nice whenever I open up my messages and I see multiple people typing to me.
Listen, mine wasn't even.
Yeah. I see. It's always entertaining to open it up and be like, oh, there's 3 people about to message me.
We're all yelling at you.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Good. Because a character like you, because that's what you are, Chuck, shouldn't have fear. After all, every group needs someone to guide them through their fear. Even if they are not the most lucid. It helps. But as you look around your base, you see your commanding officer storming his way towards you. And you see, as he gets about 50 feet away, you can start to see that he's mad, he's angry, he's upset. And as he gets about 25 feet away from you, you see he reaches down and unlatches the holster of his sidearm. By the time he's 10 feet away from you, he's now pulled it, checked to make sure it is loaded, and turned off the safety. He is now a foot away from you. And he puts the gun to your head, and he pulls the trigger. And with that, all of you snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. You all wake up and see you are back in the room. But as you do so, you see you are exactly where you were when you came in. You see 2847 is still in his containment. The straitjacket on, the chair locked 15 feet in the air, a muzzle upon his mouth. As he just tilts his head and looks at you all, saying, "It was a pleasure. Come back anytime. Now get out."
Are you sure you don't have one more thing you could tell us? I feel reliably informed that there's just a bit left to this conversation.
You see, he's going to very lightly kind of move his head out of the way so he can he's moving his head in a way that he's scratching his neck against the chains to get rid of an itch. And as he does so, let's see, what are y'all's passives? Let me see here. Passive perception, that's going to be a 7, a 4, a 2, a 7, a 7, and a 4. Okay, all of you with a perception of 6 or higher.
So you getting roll?
As you're looking at 2847, you see on his neck an emblem, what seems to be not even tattooed in his skin. Instead, it looks more like a birthmark. You see a circle, and within the circle, it appears to be almost like a sword being held by from the top of the circle by chains. You see what looks like a circular shape made of scales that is going through the sword and interconnecting with the bottom of the circle. And atop of the scaled circle are 2 large twisted pairs of antlers. And then he stops scratching his neck and you lose sight of the symbol. He thinks for a minute before he nods his head and goes, I suppose that there's one more thing I can tell you. Like I said, you're right. The reality is disintegrating in on itself. I don't know what to call it. I'm sure the eggheads here have some name for it, some fancy SCP designation. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because it's coming. But look at it this way. Times are changing. Death is coming. Nothing will ever be the same. Well, except for one constant. Myself. Embrace change to find your constant. I already have. With that, he's going to lean back in his chair, placing his head against the back of the seat, and reiterate one more time, saying, now, leave.
Well, I appreciate all your help. And Danny immediately just starts walking out.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
He has pulled his luck for the day.
Okay. So yeah, you all start to make your way out. I saw your mouse move, Trimmy. You're gonna move Chuck yourself. I'll move Baka, because I'm assuming he's still out. So I'll move Baka. Faye, is Reva leaving as well?
Yeah, she's staring at 2847 for a long time, like completely frozen. Her face just a look of horror. There might even be like a tear in her eyes. And it takes a second for her to process that the others have left the room before she takes a shaky step back and also starts to head out.
As you are leaving, you do hear him clear his throat. Just one more thing with you. Why don't you shut the door for a minute? Don't worry, I won't bite. I got my muzzle on.
She won't say anything as she has a hand on the door. She's getting ready to leave. She stops, takes a shaky breath, and lets go of the door before turning back to face them. Yes? What do you want now?
You know, Gerald, the guy in the office, there's only going to be more of them. They all have their own goals here. Every single one of them have something that they want, and they're willing to sacrifice everything to get it. If you think you're important, if any of you think you're important, then do yourself a favor and take your expectations down a notch. Save you and the others some headache.
What exactly do you mean by this?
I
What's all this about?
mean that you think the SCPs are going to be the ones that cause everything to come to an end. No. It's never been the SCPs that are going to bring everything down. It's humanity. We are selfish creatures by design. No matter how much you think you're loved, no matter how much you think you love, everyone has a goal. And whether or not we consider ourselves monsters or simply people that make mistakes, we all have desires. I'm no stranger to that. So really, really think, are you actually loved? I think we're done here.
She looks down at the floor for a second, and she's quiet. One last thing, if I may. What does that make you?
He's quiet. He's just looking at the floor. And you just hear a soft plop as just one teardrop falls from his chair and splashes onto the floor. And he looks up at you with a smile, this tear stain the streak across his cheek as he just says, I'm a monster.
Reva once again goes quiet for a moment. And then she lifts her head to look at him. And he can barely see the faintest hint of a smile starting to form on her face. As she goes, well, I suppose maybe we do have something in common. And she's gonna turn her back to him and leave.
With that, the doors shut. And they lock. And your test with 2847 has now concluded.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna tell you something real crazy sounding. When he laid down, did any of you guys hear anything weird?
Here is an understatement.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I heard a new voice in my head. And it just said, we should take whatever he says after we wake up very seriously. So that, flowing with change to avoid, problems, I would take that to heart. It might be useful later. Also, whatever that symbol you more perceptive type saw on his neck, probably useful to keep track of.
He gets me every time with it.
Reva doesn't even really react to Danny. She's still real stiff. She's kind of hugging herself, almost trying to make her smaller. As she just goes, "Yeah, let's just go back to Gerald. I don't want to be here." And before anyone else can talk or move, she's out of there. She's going.
Okay, I will send a screenshot of what part of the symbol you're able to see, and that will go in. That'll go in images. So, like I said, anyone with a perception rating of 6 or higher would see this.
I know what that is. But Alexei doesn't, because he didn't see it.
Well, Cass,
I know what that is.
Cass, if you tell me what it is, Danny can know what it is, and therefore Alexi can
Unfortunately,
That's not metagaming.
Unfortunately, cheese does not have the metagaming attribute, which technically she would need to be able to share that with you willingly.
Mm-hmm.
What if I make it unwillingly?
Oh.
Cass, I'm going to extort you.
Cheese.
What do you mean extort me?
I don't know, I haven't gone that far yet, but I need the information.
Use your
I
big
realized.
brain. Use your big brain.
Yeah, I know, I'm just screwing around.
You
But
got a big brain.
yeah, you are perceptive types. That is what you would see. That's what the symbol you would have seen like in his neck. Like I said, not a tattoo, not a brand. It looked like a birthmark. In fact, actually, hold
crazy
on.
to come out of the womb like that. Like your parents just looking at you with that on your neck, like, oh.
This is gonna be an interesting child to raise.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all do now?
Reva just fucking left. She's
I was
gone.
following Reva.
Alexi's taking it at a slow pace, following behind. He does not look bothered at all by what happened physically. He doesn't look bothered.
Okay. So, I'm assuming just all of you begin to make your way out. Heading back to probably just, a nicer to be in area rather than level 9 containment.
Yep. Literally anything but here.
I'll take you back up to the hub room with level 5. We are missing 2 people here. Let me drop you in here. Player characters, so Chuck and Alexi.
I
I wonder who is going to be missing.
But yeah, with
They're
that,
not the ones that are always missing.
with that, you all make your way back to the hub area of level 5, and Reva, you actually feel your phone just start to blow up. Phone call, text during the phone calls.
Oh, would you guys excuse me for a moment, please?
You already excused yourself earlier. No need to fucking announce it.
Right. And she's gonna walk off quickly off to over to this hallway area. And as she does so, she'll reach back to the satchel, open it up, take out the phone, and just take a brief glance back and make sure the others aren't looking at her before she flips open the phone to see what the hell is going on.
You see this Gerald. And you see, now that you're looking at your phone, you have missed calls from him from over 9 hours ago.
That's what I thought.
Reva's just staring at the phone. How many missed calls would you say?
About 43, as well as around 60 text messages. Over the span of these last 9 hours.
God,
To be
Gerald's
fair,
so
we
fucking
went-
needy.
To be fair, we went into very dangerous D-class person's room and disappeared for 9 hours.
Reva will start looking through the actual text messages to see what it is he's saying. Or what he was saying.
See, it's a pretty wide mix. It's ranging from, how's the test going? How's the test going? Ow, my fucking knee. Sorry, I just whacked my knee on my desk. How's the test going?
Or Gerald and his arthritis.
Is it going okay? Is it going okay? Wait, where are you? Where are any of you? We can't find you on any of the tapes. You can't be found. You're not on any of the security levels. We've checked all 13 floors, every room, every containment cell. You're gone. What happened? just things like that.
Rava will very quickly type out a message basically saying, "We're here on level 5.
You see, like, again, the text typing bubble, but before it can even send, the door opens right where you are, and you see Gerald standing there. So he goes, "What in the bloody hell? All of you, get in here, now!" And rushing for you to take down inside.
Yes, sir. And she's just gonna rush into the door.
Where are we going?
Do we go this one?
Yeah, the
Oh,
cafe.
man is not happy.
Wee!
Oh boy, more food. I'm hungry.
The British lad is angry.
What the fuck did I do, man?
Let me drop it back in here.
Literally just did what you told us to do, but okay.
Once you're on side and he shuts the door, you see, now that you're looking at him, he was not rushing you in out of anger. He was rushing you in out of pure confusion, shock, and worry. As he looks at you all and goes, "Where the bloody hell were you? It's been 9 hours."
We're doing what the fuck you told us to. We
I'm
were talking to
aware.
that dipshit down in 9.
Alexei. Specifics. Please. What happened?
I'll give you specifics, but you can't call me crazy.
I already did not call you crazy, Danny.
Okay, cool. So I lowered him out of his chair. He started talking to us, and then he told us to sit down with him. Then he laid down, and like the world flashed really bright for a second, and I heard a new voice in my head. It gave me an ominous warning, and after it gave me the ominous warning, it was as if I had just walked into the room for the first time, and everyone else had also moved around me. They said they also, to put it lightly, heard something, so I think that happened.
That's a very simple way of putting it, but he is not wrong.
And
I also saw something.
I figured we wanted the quick explanation. He seemed pretty concerned.
I was, as I said, yes, you are my personal testing group, but I told you it is more than that. I care for you all, so for all of you to just go off the radar by Foundation standards, which, mind you, is practically unheard of, it raised a lot of alarms, and not just for me, but you see, he's gonna like look around, at the empty room and just say, not just for me, but for others. It was... What did he tell you, besides... In regards to the information that was requested, regarding your 049 findings, as well as the 682 meeting?
He says he knows about reality dissolving.
And it's true.
He says he knows a lot about it.
Okay.
Said he's gonna be the only constant.
The only
That
constant.
death is coming for us.
He said something along the lines at the very end, and this is what I was told to make sure everyone takes seriously by the new voice I heard, that change, you have to move with the change, you have to catch it, or else, you go away. Like, I can't remember the exact wording of it because my brain was kind of fuzzy after everything that had happened. but essentially that we need to be able to react to what's going on. If we try to keep doing what's happening, that we're going to lose.
Yeah, we gotta embrace change and find our constant, from what he said.
Thank you for the exact quote.
Yeah, I remember things, kid.
Well, it's done and sent. I hope she likes it. I'm sure she will, Rosie. I love your art. That's why I'm commissioning you again. Anyway. You see, he just listens to what you said, and then he sighs, and you see something that he does quite often. You see he pinches the bridge of his nose as he's thinking and says, change all line of thinking goeth the change. That's a lot easier said than done with the people that run this place. Okay, I can follow that on my own, with my own leads. The 682 meeting, did he say anything about that?
No.
He very much, after he told us that, said we have to leave. And I didn't want to push our luck any farther.
No, I understand. He sounds like he got overwhelmed. I'm sure I can swing this in our favor. After all, despite not getting the information on the 682 meeting, you did just finally confirm something that I've been trying to get out of him for years. So, I can relay that to my people, and I'm sure I can make it work out. With that, he's gonna take a step away and just take a big, deep breath and pull out his pocket watch from his vest and check the time. And then he'll close the pocket watch, put it back in his vest, and say, all of you, get some rest. I have a lot to relay to my people, and we have a lot to talk about from here. Like I said, you may not have confirmed what I needed to hear at the 682 meeting, but you did something else for me. So we should be alright.
Since we are dismissed, Danny's, gonna give a, little nod to him in acknowledgement and make his way out of the room.
Okay. So yeah, Danny leaves. What about the rest of you?
Alexei stays sat for a bit and just... He's been staring Gerald down this entire time.
Chuck gets up, go get some food and sits at a different table.
Okay.
Go put this over here.
Sorry, 1 second, guys.
Reva's still sitting at the table, still kind of she's still kind of the same position that she was, her hands on her arms, kind of hunched over, trying to make herself smaller. She really hasn't looked up at all this entire time.
Okay. So, I'm just gonna move you out of here so I know you're not there anymore. Bray, do you do anything? Do you say anything? Do you leave? What are you doing?
She is just gonna... She's gonna get up and go, probably to wherever she sleeps.
Okay. So, you leave. Let's see. As, you are sitting there, Gerald does step over to you before he looks over at you and just gently places a hand on your shoulder and says, I know that look anyway, Alexei. I'm not sure how he showed you what he did, but I'm aware of what you saw. No one should ever have to see such a thing. I know no apologies can make up for it, but I'm sorry.
People only apologize when they know they're guilty.
I suppose that's true.
What did you do?
I beg your pardon?
What did you do that night my father died?
He is going to very calmly pull out the chair next to you and step in front of it. You know, he's going to unbutton his vest, you know, as you do before you take a seat. And he's going to take a seat next to you and even take off his golf cap, putting it on the table beside you. And he's going to say, I spoke to your father and the other 3 that were banded together on the night of the containment breach.
Oh.
Whenever he says that, he does kind of like look over at Chuck, saying that one was with him that same night. But that's not important. I knew who he was, as well as the others, and I tried to help get them to safety. The place was falling apart. Quite a few of dangerous SCPs had broken out of containment. There was no safe path up to the higher levels. There was only one place he could go. And that was the evacuation chamber for the higher class personnel. That was the only place he could go. So I sent him there. Him and the other 3. I was foolish at the time, thinking that they would be kind enough to help those in need. Take them to the surface and make sure that they were okay. I made an error in judgment. Him and the other 3 were executed when they were put into that room. The only one who lives to this day is Chuck, and that is because his body will not allow him to die. I tried to get him to safety, and that was the only way I could. Just wish I would have known.
I need you to tell me something.
Of course.
Who in this facility has access to high caliber guns?
The only soldiers in our facility who has access to weaponry of that magnitude is our new MTF team and our MTF team that we keep on standby. MTF Alpha 1, the red right hand. The shit peak. Thank you, Rosie.
Thank you, Rosie.
Much love.
Okay. I'm going to go back to my room. Don't bother me unless it's important.
And he's gonna stand up, like push his hands on the table and like push himself up from a seating position and start heading out of the the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as he's leaving, Gerald just watches him and just says softly, like the room is quiet, so he doesn't have to speak loud to be heard. He just speaks softly so that way his voice echoes in the quiet room, so that way Alexei can hear him as he just says, I intend on never making a mistake like that again. I still see it. Every day. I cannot make a mistake like that again.
You better hope you don't.
And he walks out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll like lean back in his chair and just as he picks up his golf cap and he just looks at it. He's holding it tightly, almost like to the point where he's crushing it in his hand, before he just takes another deep breath and puts it back onto his head, situating it. Is Baka still gone? Yeah. Where's Baka back?
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of... Okay, yeah, no problem. For the sake of simplicity, we'll just have him wander off. So that way we can just have Reva here. He's quiet as he just keeps sitting there, Reva, before noticing that you're still sitting there, the only one who's still there. And he looks over at you before saying, come on now. I know you are well enough to know when you have something that you want to say. So just say it.
She takes a deep breath and lets out a sigh as she goes, well, I wanted to say one thing, but after tonight, there's a lot more, and I don't know what to say. And as she says this, again, she still in the same position, really hasn't looked up. But as she finishes talking, she does start to glance at Gerald. And he can see kind of the same expression that she had down on floor 9, that like fearful, like devastated this expression. That's what she looks like. I saw something down there. Those 9 hours that we were gone. I don't know what he did. If it was even him that did it. But I saw it. I saw the night my parents died.
Issue. He he looks at her, in silence before he stands up. Rosie said, "Blessing."
Blessing.
He stands up and very slowly makes his way over, and he just takes a seat next to her and places a hand on her shoulder, saying, "It was only a dream, Reva. What you saw, yes, it was real. But that was a very, very long time ago."
The way he made it look, it's like I was there all over again. I heard their cries, saw the explosion. I don't know how he did it. I thought I was over this, but
He's going to stop her. and just, again, like, put his hand on her shoulder and give a reassuring squeeze as he just says, I have been telling you for years now, Reva. The best way to deal with one's trauma, one's fears, is to go to them and face them. I cannot be there for you. That is not my place. But you have people now. As much as they are a bit of a rowdy bunch, you have them. All I need is the word, and I will send you all there. But your true potential is being weighed down by this. You are hurting only yourself. One way or another, Reva, you must move on. And when you're ready, I will be there.
She gives another sigh, just nods her head. I understand. It's not the easiest, but I will continue my best to try. There is another matter of concern, though, besides that vision. And this time she does turn her head to look at him fully. As she goes, Veilwalker says he knows. How?
Do you know the expression the expression that you always have to look out for the quiet ones?
Yep, you've told me that before.
Well, there's your answer. Yes!
I swear to fucking God, stop sneezing!
Yeah, with that, he says, lesson, says Rosie. That you see, he, looks away and just says, and regardless, I don't give a damn if he knows. He knows other things too, like his place. He will be mindful of himself. They are but hollow threats. You know you do not need to worry about me. I know you saw their expressions. Do you know what I'm referring to when he says that? Remember?
You'll have to DM.
Okay. I'll do it later. But it is something we have talked about. But with that, he will stand up and say, my apologies, Reva. I would really like to stay here more and talk to you all, but as I said, while you did not get both things answered for me, you did confirm one thing that I've been trying to do on my own. You've confirmed that killing 2847 is not the answer, because he has relations with the Scarlet King. Now I need to go relay that.
He will nod her head. I understand. One more thing, though, if I may, before you leave for the evening.
You see he's buttoning up his vest. He checks his pocket watch again, and then closes it, putting it back into his pocket. He says, yes, of course.
She'll turn to look at him, and he can see that she kind of has a bit of a smile on her face. It's a little bit playful. She goes, So, this group, how are we feeling about it?
So far, I'm still weighing if their trouble is worth what I'm looking for. But I suppose you get a thumbs up from me for today. All of you.
I see. Not having any regrets yet?
At this point, you see he's turned around now, like, and he does like the thing, you know, where like you grab like you see like people like grab their jacket and they kind of just like fluff it forward, you know what I mean, to like straighten it along their shoulder. You see he turns around and does that with his jacket over his vest, and he just says, "Anything else, my dear?"
She gives a little chuckle and she goes, "Nope, I think that's it." And she'll stand up, she'll start to walk past him, and as she does, starting to head towards the way back to her dorm, she'll put a gentle hand on his arm, just goes, "Have a good night, Dad," and head off.
And he will just give a nod before checking his pocket watch one more time and closing it. And he will take his leave. Chuck, everyone has left the cafeteria except for you. You're sitting there enjoying your plate of food, when you start to hear a soft pit-pat, 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 getting closer as this whatever the sound of this pitter-patter, this walking, is getting closer to you.
Look around and see what's making the pit-pat noise.
When you turn around, you see standing almost directly across from you, like at the other table, like it was as if it was making its way over to you from this table. You see a monkey. And you see it is just standing there looking directly at you, just stone face.
Why are you here?
You see it looks at you, and then it looks at your food tray, and you hear...
Look at my food tray. And then look at the monkey and go...
He's hungry,
food.
beat him!
He's just hungry.
You said my food?
I said my food, yes.
When you say that, he looks at you and then holds up his hand with his thumb and his finger making a pinching motion, as if he's asking for just a little bit.
I grab a little bit of what's on my plate and hand it to him.
Yeah. He walks forward and he takes it from your hand before he... It's hard to type with one hand. I believe it, Rosie. I believe it. But he takes the food and he comes over and sits down next to you and he starts to eat the food. And, after he takes a few bites and finishes it, he climbs up onto the table, leans back on one hand, using his other hand to lay it on his belly and pat it. And then he takes a deep breath, looks you directly in the eyes and goes, thank you, that really hit the spot. And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Our monkey could have got his own fucking food.
All I can think of the entire time was wash my belly.
Wash my belly.
Our monkey could have got his own fucking
Wash
food.
my belly.
Wash my belly. I'm Pibble and wash my belly.
I am Pibble. Wash my belly. Clean my belly. It talks, hello. Yeah, I will tell y'all right now. Would y'all like to know the monkey's name?
No.
I'll tell you his name.
I mean,
come on, you want to know the monkey's name? Come on.
I know.
No, I'm good. A monkey.
Then you can cover your eyes. You can cover your ears.
You cover
No,
your
I'm not
eyes.
taking my headphones off.
His name. Oh well, I guess I'm. Oh no, okay. Hold on, sorry. He is wearing a lab coat. I should mention he is wearing a lab coat, and he does have a name tag on it, so it's not a spoiler. He would know his name if you read it. If Chuck can read.
Wait a second. I feel like I've been bamboozled now.
No. Because it's how do I describe it? It's not like a full-on lab coat. It looks like a lab coat specifically for like a pet. You know what I mean? Like pet clothes.
It looks like a fucking like coveralls then for a monkey.
Yeah. It just looks like monkey like coveralls. It's like pet clothing. It has a little name tag on it. And it says Charles Bartholomew Barrington.
Well, like a name I would make up.
Yeah.
That's one of my names right there. Oh, I didn't make this one up for all thing. I don't remember making
No,
this
you did not make up Charles Bartholomew Barrington. That was all me.
Okay. I'm rubbing off. Good.
A lab coat for a monkey, lol. I'm glad you like Charles, Rosie. By the way, the art. The art of them, since you can't see them, Rosie, it's like I said, it's very simple SCP art style, but I still would like you to see them. I will send the art for all the characters, including player characters that have been drawn by me. I'll send them in the art channel in my server later, just in case you want to see them. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight, fellas. Was fun.
How dare you make Alexi, my supposed to be carefree character, relive his trauma? How dare you?
Hey, everybody got traumatized in this section.
I
How dare
didn't.
you?
Hey, Chuck
I
didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Chuck got shot in the head, didn't he? I'd label that as mildly traumatic.
He's been through that
That's
already.
just a memory.
Yeah, so was everyone else went through everything already too.
Yeah, but I mean, like for real,
Actually-
multiple times he's been through it already.
Yeah,
Alexi
he's been
actually
shot in the head
hasn't been
twice,
through it.
if not more. So
Listen, whether you remember it or not.
Alexi never watched his dad get shot in front of him.
I did.
That's what you think.
Well, I hope my players, I hope y'all enjoyed it tonight, and everyone in chat who stuck around, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I was looking forward to this session for a while, so when I saw the opportunity arose to do it on today instead of tomorrow, I was like, I just got to do it. I was ready for it. Yeah.
How dare you use my character's trauma against him? That's not allowed.
So let's talk schedule. I can't do this Sunday because I have to go do laundry and get stuff done around my place. That way I'm good for work this upcoming week. I can't do Monday because of grants, obviously. Tuesday is available. Can't do Wednesday because that is the Ghost concert, I believe.
Yes.
Automod did not like that message, Rosie. I'll allow it. Let's see here. Like I said, Wednesday is the Ghost concert. Thursday is potentially Magic Girls, or did we say Friday? I can't remember. Did we say Friday? What did
Thursday I would be available.
Okay, hold on. I know
think
we made an event.
No, you're misremembering. This week it was either Thursday or Friday for
No,
Magical
okay, yeah,
Girls.
that's what I'm saying. I just couldn't remember what it was on. I just checked the event. It's Friday, January 23rd.
Oh yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Because I think you said that you had something happening on Thursday and you weren't able to do Thursday.
No,
What the fuck?
I'm free on Thursday.
What the fuck? Was it someone else? What the fuck?
Didn't Michael said they had something to do on
Was it
Thursday?
Michael who said-
might have said.
Okay, I was
I
like,
don't know.
someone said, because all the four of us are in here saying Thursday works for us. Okay, so maybe
Oh
shoot
no,
for
I
Thursday.
said Thursday. I probably wasn't going to because that's literally right after the Ghost concert.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's
And
what it
that's
was.
my only. That's Tuesday and Thursday are my only days off.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week.
That's fine. So, Can't do Sunday because that's whenever I need to get laundry done. Can't do Sunday. I need to get laundry. Monday is Grant. Tuesday is so Tuesday's open for me. Wednesday's not open for y'all. Thursday. You said Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. So what are the two best times it's looking like then? Tuesday or Saturday?
I can't do Saturday.
Can't do Saturday. Do you want to shoot for a Tuesday?
What about Friday?
Magical Girls.
Friday. Yeah.
About Friday, yeah, you just admit. Yeah, I guess Tuesday then.
Tuesday or Thursday. Both of
When
those
did
days
we
work.
decide we're doing the other session?
Which are you referring to? Heavens Descend? Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Shit.
I thought we said Heaven's Descend was skipping a week for some reason.
I'm good with doing a whatchamacallit, a bye week for either or. So if we would rather do a bye week next week for SCP or for Heaven's Descend, let it be known now.
No opinion. I'm down to play either.
I'm down for either as well.
Okay.
I have
Very
no
interesting.
strong opinion.
Well,
I mean, you know me. I'm usually available pretty much all afternoon.
Hey,
so
I feel like we
go.
should message the one that's difficult in Heaven's Descend before we make this choice.
Well, we already remember with him. We already said that it would just be a bye week. So in that case, let's not worry about it. Next week will be a bye week for Heaven's Descend, and we will do SCP Hadal Protocol on Tuesday the 20th.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Tuesday the 20th.
That good for y'all, Em? Or Baka? Or if either of y'all are here? Otherwise, I can just message them later.
Either.
Yes. So I'll message them about it later. But let's shoot for a tentative Tuesday the 20th. Yeah. All right. Well, glad you enjoyed. Had fun telling tonight's session. Before I end tonight, go ahead and while I'm getting my YouTube music ready, my two streamers who are still in my call right now, go ahead and say where you can be found, and at the same time, you know the drill.
At the same time.
I
Okay. Hello,
I'm
hi,
I'm the
podcast
Beyond
Bear Cat,
Trail.
fire breathing. I can't do this with you speaking in my ear.
But also, like, FaZe Mike was, like, getting eaten.
I can't do my
Like, it was not liking
in
this.
my ear.
Okay, cheese, you go first, and then I'll go.
No, we have to do it at the same time. I'm taking my headphones off. Take your headphones off and just speak into your mic.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This is why they have nice
Cousin
things, Lane.
James,
This
your
is all
fire
your
controlling cat demon. I am found on Twitch at Cousin James. I'm also found on Twitter. The only cat demon. Yay!
All right, good enough. All right, and my music is ready, so we're ending stream. So thank y'all for joining me tonight, my lovely players.
Before you do that,
yeah, you had to get one more in, huh? You had to get one more in, huh?
Oh, bye-bye. You're saying goodbye. End the stream while you're gone still.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Nice cock.
Thank you. All right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and end it. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you all for watching tonight. And I will see y'all in the next stream. Y'all have a very wonderful night. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good...
Bye.